Stage 1 beginning. The Leo squad found themselves in a completely new place, only to be immediately chased by large unfamiliar stone bugs and terrifying orcs.
Brother, escape.
The moment her sister Fallon was eaten by Yanlong, we used magic to send us to the outside of the maze. Our luggage and funds were falling deep in the maze, and we had to enter the maze again without anywhere. We had to rescue her before being digested by Yanlong by Fallon. We tried all the way to fill our belly by eating monsters. Although this is very difficult, we have also gained new partners, solved various problems encountered along the way, and have a new understanding of this maze. But when we slowly deepened and thought that everything went smoothly, it seemed to be in a new dilemma.
Nah, hidden. In a dream.
You finally wake up. Lyle, how about your spirit? Do you feel dizzy?
Not very dizzy. But suddenly feel a little hungry. Here it is. Now the sky, the sun, the woods, and there are.
It looks like a maze. But whether it is me, Senshi, or Chochak, I think it is not anything we have ever seen. Again, you see, there is no response. I have tried several times, and the small elves did not respond to me at all.
The old man is investigating the soil here. The soil here is moist and deep, and there is an odor after rubbing the pungent heat, indicating that it contains a lot of humus.
Tetadaru?
In other words, it is very suitable for planting. It is very similar to the soil on the back of the statue.
I didn't ask you this.
You scared the birds out, and I almost did it. The good news and the bad news. First of all, we checked around, and we didn't see any monsters, which should be quite safe nearby.
Now what is good news?
Isn't it good news without a monster? What about bad news?
Bias is very wide, and the surrounding environment is completely different from what I know. I saw it from above that it was even the edge of the forest.
From the first floor to the 5th floor. The old man has never seen it, and never heard of anyone found such a place.
That is to say,
No, in other words.
Maybe we crashed into a new area unknown in the maze?
The birds flying in the sky are the varieties that have never been seen before. It is strange. It is not so much that it is more like another space here.
is it possible to be like? In the living painting? Are we brought to a new place like the world in the painting?
Now, in other words, we'll encounter unknown monsters. Maybe you can try their taste?
What nonsense are you talking? Their purpose is to quickly save Fallon. But now, it is not time to waste time in unknown areas. And one thing is very important. I just tried many times, but here I can only use some simple magic.
This is indeed a very serious question. この辺りの地形は、年中内とはまるで違うな。
This forest and land are strange. It is very like an area where the vegetation grows here. Some people are specially reclaimed. The old man knows such a means.
You didn't care about my magic at all. It became weekend.
Yeah, I other words. I actually found that there is a strange wooden house outside the forest, and there may be someone in it. Go there ask. Maybe what can we ask?
You also torn the tappet.
Yeah, a little strange wooden house. Now then go to see it first.
Huh? In such a strange environment, we are so careful. No one knows what this wooden house is, in case of some new hostile agents.
The wooden house is not large, but a lot of fences are surrounded by people. Each stake in the fence is firm and deeply inserted in the ground. The height of the fence is not high. Most people can easily cross. Obviously not to prevent people from entering, but more like it is set to prevent creatures from digging from the ground to the ground. Black stones are everywhere on the ground. Are these used to mark?
Don't turn around. What if you encounter danger?
まあ、それですね。
Just say not to run around.
It will move. Under the stone, there are soft things.
Is this a worm monster that treats stones as its own shell? This layer of hard shell is both a protective method or a means of attack.
Is your guy watching? Can you get it quickly?
Now this hard shell has been protected to its weaker abdomen. And there are usually a large number of nerve necks that also cover the seamless shell. It'd be difficult to kill it at once with our weapon alone. Use your magic.
Your little magic. Don't destroy the ecological environment here.
I can't let go of bigger magic now. Huh? That is the level of walking mushrooms.
It really is a new type of monster. Marcel, are you okay? How does it feel when it is attacked?
Thank you for your concern.
The shell is very hard. I did not expect that this creature covered such mineral shells, which was really rare.
Then,
Alas,
well, what is it like?
Until I so close, untouch this unknown creature directly. Most of these animals that live in Voldemort are mostly relying on edible humans to survive, and they usually carry a lot of germs and parasites. If they are directly touched, they may be infected.
Oh, really? Etc. All the stones nearby are alive.
In this case, you can only try to solve it together. How about that district?
There are a variety of varieties. Some will spit out liquid. Be careful. Liquid seems to be corrosive.
No, actually, the corrosive liquid will be spray.
Can I care about this kind of thing at this time?
Seem to have caused any harm to them. And give you.
We advance this cabin to hide. Huh?
Do you know this Owashiwai no Hobariana?
The orcs that the old man knows are relatively thin and have never seen this. He should be the owner of the wooden house. Otherwise, the old man asked.
Hey, Bara. Right?
Shinita!
Is he still chasing us?
Well, what kind of creature is it? Is it some kind of Aussie?
But you really need to ask the old man.
Are you curious? He was obviously going to kill us with a strange sword. We must be angry with him.
I guess. What is angry with him is your explosion magic. Otherwise, do you apologize to him and try it?
I won't apologize to the orcs. And don't need magic. How to drive away the stone bugs.
Now this is really an area that has never been here. A lot of novel things.
I will run myself. You let me go.
I haven't seen it in any book. It looks cool.
Ayo.
Stage 1 end. After resolving a misunderstanding, the squad discovered that this was actually Big Bob's Origin IUM Bug Farm. What could Origin IUM Bug beer and cuisine taste like?
I still think it's strange.
iOS! At this time, why are you still thinking about it? I don't think we will find us when we escape here. What should I do if he comes here? Do you have no sense of crisis at all? Here where no one knows. All knowledge is not applicable.
Now, I did not expect that these worms were different. And their habits and defensiveness were different. Why do they act as the creatures like orcs? Do these bugs really have the level of intelligence that can be domesticated?
Ryo wa shiken.
Is he? How did he attack these bugs? So are the companions. Is he attacking the creatures around him without difference?
Wait, I have an idea.
Barayopte.
hi.
In this case, come on.
Etc.
For Fallen. I can't be killed by unknown horror orcs here.
Who said you want to kill? I don't kill you. Do I look so fierce?
Oh, need to talk anymore?
Hey, be careful. The last one is also solved. These small things running out are really unreasonable.
So you really are not a horrible ORC that attacked people without differences. You just want to deal with these bugs. I know!
And no wonder you come here for the first time. This is actually a small farm for mine. The wooden house and I have taken it here. In order to control these Origin IUM worms, we have made a lot of effort.
Ah, just call me Big Bob. Seeing that you look like a group of tramps, it not easy to mix in the wilderness. It here to rest.
Streaming tramps. We are also an adventurer anyway.
Isn't that a tramp?
Turns out that this creature is called Origin IUM insect.
What a joke. It seems like you heard the Origin IUM worm for the first time.
We haven't introduced ourselves yet, right? My name is LaiOS. This is Senshi, a partner we knew not long ago. This is the magician Marcel. This is the locksmith Chilchuk.
Seeing that you are weird, do you perform in blue cardwood?
What is that?
Forget it, you don't know what you feel. How do you do it? Most people have seen so many Origin IUM worms for a long time. Why do you still have to run over? Just now they were hit by you as an intruder.
Turns out that this farm is used to raise these Origin IUM bugs. You are really amazing.
Alas, what is this? But there are a lot of such small things here. Instead of doing against them in the wilderness, it is better to think of some ways to raise them. This season happened to be when there were activities, so I went to this wooden house to wait. Unexpectedly, I was snatched first today. helped me awaken them, and attract it everywhere. Yoe, you can only bring them back one by one.
Sorry.
It okay.
Can they be used? Do you eat it?
What are you talking about? Did you forget that they attacked you just now? And now, it is not time to spend time when you want to eat. We have to.
But we really eat Origin IUM insects.
Really?
But they look quite dangerous.
I guess because they have a special flavor?
That not is not so much flavor as... Oh, unclear. It better to try it in person. When I use this Origin IUM worm, you will know for you.
The old man also came to help.
Internet. Want take his bugs? No, Dante?
The old man hashed the pot. Big Bob, please let the old man see how you handle these bugs.
Good. First of all, the Origin IUM worm we just caught cannot be eaten directly. We need to turn them over and put them in the water for 5 days, so that their stomachs are fully emptied.
Isn't it going to wait for 5 days from now?
You really have to wait for 5 days and you will starve to death. I have a ready-made one. Be sure to wear gloves and simply cook them with water. Their meat will shrink after cooking, which is convenient to peel off the shell.
Can't you peel it directly?
No, because it is actually to clean the internal mucus. You don't have to cook for too long. You can remove it after being broken, and then peel off the shell to rinse the impurities. Did you see these mucus?
It seems to be slime.
What is that?
The dino slime? Slime. But the most common in the shell.
After removing the Origin IUM worm, you can continue to heat the shell with water.
Listen to me seriously.
For meat, there are still a lot of mucus. Add lemon while adding salt and flour, rubbing hard, unwashing all the mucus above. Remove the internal organs. Tear off the layer of membrane outside, and wash it back and forth 5 times.
Can't these internal organs be eaten? Slime is delicious.
If you don't want to see the sun tomorrow, you can eat it.
Are you willing to take it away from your mouth when you hear this?
It is necessary to deal with it so carefully. Even in the ingredients that the old man knows, there are few foods that need to be cleaned so many times.
After all, it is the Origin IUM worm, which is more harmful than ordinary biology. This step must not be safe. Even the Origin IUM worms that have been cultivated in my farm and have been controlled by the living environment must be cleaned carefully. If you encounter wild ones, don't go to eat it yourself. You can't eat it dozens of times.
It looks very troublesome. Can you be faster? Hit better?
The more this kind of food, the more carefully handled it.
After this step is processed, the plants with fragrance are the branches and leaves with thorns over there. Pour into the pot, and then boil.
Do you want to cook again?
Don't be so anxious, grow your ears. Only by doing this can we remove the earthy smell of Origin IUM worms and soften the meat. However, if you don't care about eating the earthy smell, you can also put a fragrant plant.
Put it.
Then we add peppers fiercely, and it is so spicy to eat it. Then add more wood and burn the fire. There is nothing special next. Several ingredients are fried. Pour into the cut Origin IUM worm, stir fry, and the meat rolls are cooked. If you get dry, you can't eat it. Remember, the roll is just right. I leaked a step. I should just get a circle of Origin IUM insect beer.
Even if it is finally finished. Eat it's enough to finishing. Hurry up and continue to hurry. No longer need to take time to reprocess it.
Also, it's not a big problem. So, the spicy Origin IUM worm is made. Dear, what are you doing?
The old man also tries. These shells have been cleaned, right?
私do.
Have no idea.
Peel the washed insect meat back into the shell. Cut the garlic into the end, and mix with a little butter, pepper and salt. Don't forget a step that just missed. Pour a circle of Origin IUM insect beer. Put a pinch of garlic at the mouth of the shell. Put them on the fire. Bake for a while.
Etong was holding the shell of Origin IUM insects, which inspired a burst of wheat incense. The oil was sounded and the hot flavor of garlic came. Until a loud sound, it represents the sound of joy, sounded. Ape.
Hurry down.
The muffins I make are fine. come here to eat together.
That'd be so delicious.
Put the meat on the bread, eat it with a bite of pepper, drink oral beer. Try it. Come, taste this pine cake. With the feather eggs, it must be fragrant.
And eyes the colorful above sugar. So sweet.
Let me try to. Look this.
Origin IUM insect tentacles.
Be so delicious. But so spicy and spicy. It tastes very different from senshi. But it is also delicious.
The baked origin IUM worm that added beer did not taste, and the spicy ORG and IUM worm meat still tastes the smell of dirt.
No matter how small it is, you need to treat it carefully. This is the charm of cooking. Marcel, your anxiety gave the old man a lot of help.
I don't. I am not in a hurry to worry about nothing. I am anxious because you are too anxious. It feels like you are leisurely look. You can't believe you are really anxious to go back.
There is also delicious. There is a different kind of wheat fragrance, which is different from any kind of beer I have drank before.
I can rest assured when you say that. These Origin IUM beer are intended to be packaged into a product for sale. Several batches this year. It seems that I can make a sum of money.
Is it made with the bugs just now? How to do it?
There are many ways to raise them in clean wheat shells from birth. And they will stick to wheat shells. And they grow on their backs. With these shells with beer brews, this kind of beer can be brewed. But it seems that there are other ways to others in other places. I have heard of feeding beer in Origin IUM insects, and then brewed with their mucus. Maybe it is another flavor, but I still like the taste of my brew. The muffins in beer you just ate are also a reason. Feeding fruit to those shiny little guys, their shells can extract a sweet flavor. If you think beer is delicious, I can rest assured.
My, really delicious. Marcel was just so anxious because we might. I came here by mistake.
Okay? In fact, I don't understand what you are talking about.
Forget. We may have to go elsewhere and ask.
But the heart of returning to the country is also a common sense. I didn't understand the other parts, but I understand this part. Seeing that you don't know anything, it's not wonderful to travel outside. These are for you.
Big Bob quickly wrapped a pack of Origin IUM worm in beer, and then handed it to iOS together with a booklet. iOS opened the booklet, which was crookedly written with a few words that were not clear.
What is this booklet?
Hey, Bob Food Guy. I've recorded what I have seen, and I can eat it in this note. Hold it. Feel that you are novel. Come on this book. Don't starve to death or poison yourself on the way.
It is a preference for iOS.
I don't know. I don't have to look at his face. I know what his expression is.
By the way, I know a place. There are a lot of, strange people. They can help you find a way to find your hometown. They can even fight red-eyed women. And it should not be troublesome to solve your problems.
Where is it?
Rhode Island. Their offices have all opened to various poor areas, and it should not be difficult to find.
I wrote it down. Rhode Island.
Is the strange name, is it an island?
You want to start from the sea?
If you really arrive at Rhode, please help me and a guy named Mud Rock.
Oh, no problem.
I wish you can find Rhode Island.
Thank you, Big.
Really funny guy. I hope they can find that early. The maze. Huh? What? Why is it gone? Was it all eaten in the end?
Note: the Origin IUM worm that has been cooked is so delicious.
Stage to beginning. The squad intended to seek help from the tribe's high priest, but instead, Marasael, overwhelmed by the New World's news, accidentally ate a poisonous fruit, throwing the tribe into chaos.
iOS, keep up.
See this mushroom. The biggest walking mushrooms in the maze is not so big. Now how prestigious if the mushrooms grow so big. Can I consider eating it for lunch for a while?
Be careful. The gourmet guide says that mushrooms in the jungle are more or less toxic. For example, after eating, the whole body will cause rash, which will cause blood solidification. And it will continue to vomit until the internal organs are spit out.
I dare not imagine what people who wrote this guide have experienced.
How about there are animals here to treat this thick? Mushroom is food.
If only 1 or 2 animals are eating, then this plant may be toxic for most animals. Many animals are eaten. It may not be toxic.
Nayo, what's down? There is something to fly here. Be careful.
Alas, the hair was really fierce enough. Fortunately, I found no one test venue. Let me see. Blind pressure, burst table. Temperature, Explosion. The loading capacity is also exploded. It seems that it is enough to make it better. The next step is to debug the configuration just now. Loose belt, and the screw is completed. As long as there's no accident, my latest masterpiece, Invincible Cool Oriental, can be opened. You have to remove all explosive products first. Stay away from Ming HUO. Safety first.
There's something over there. There have been always explosions. Muscle, are you okay?
I am okay. However, a little dizzy.
Careful.
Is it a magic statue? Still a stone ghost? See, I use magic.
High Priest, are you here?
Or see with crocodile. Claro, see with crocodile heads.
What is the ORC?
Still talking.
Can I talk strangely? Hey, the two Jurin over there. Do you just climbed up from the ground?
Urine.
Huh?
Who else looks like Jurin?
In other words, in his eyes is Chilchuk the same race.
No such thing as half-body. Here!
But it's messy, you have some problems designated by you. By the way, have you seen our high priest here?
The High Priest.
An old man is shorter than me and wears glasses.
Well, why did he appear in such a dangerous place?
High priest idea has always been very mysterious.
But we came all the way and never saw such an old man.
High priest whereabouts are indeed very mysterious. In this case, I still go back to the tribe, anyway, every time I come out to find him. And by strange tourists.
Excuse me. Have you heard of Rhode Island?
Alas, you are lucky and a little unlucky. Because I seem to have heard it, I have never heard of it. But I am sure that someone in the tribe knows where this island is. But this person,
Isn't it High Priest?
you guess right. Go back to the tribe with me. Generally we go out to find High Priest, and we will never find it, but High Priest will come back after a while. In other words, you have a large maze on an island before, and you come here when you walk.
It almost like that. Do you know what?
What is the island?
That land on the sea.
What is the sea?
There are a lot of water.
Isn't that lake? You are quite strange to speak.
Alas, because this is the inland.
It's your problem to strange. I have never heard of any sea, island, village called Marinai. Wouldn't you be swept from the other side of Terra by a person?
What is it?
This is here. Marcel tried to find him playing his own races from the eyes of the crocodile in front of him. Unfortunately, in that straightforward eyes there is only such a message. Is this person a fool?
This group of crocodile. Adak Lisi can say that High Priest. Marcel just blue-eyed maggot is his.
Betcha. Invincible, cool east and west.
Though he damaged his mech, would he be willing to help us find Rhode Island?
It doesn't matter, even if there is no you, the mech will explode after all. There's no explosion. High Priest is very easygoing. As long as he comes back to explain the situation to him, he must not blame you. High Priest is also very righteous. Seeing that you are getting lost here, he will never see death. This is our high prize.
No, Doso. We also have to think of a way to apologize.
I don't care about what it tastes so fragrant. Who is the turn to cook today? It was the bear during cooking.
Akai try lip painting, maze. No, I can't ignore it all. And magic can also be used here, which means that there is something in common in the law. If you are still there, I will definitely be like law iOS, to all the interest that is happening. Alas, I really miss the days when we studied together in school. Alas, these birds eat this fruit. It seems like the fruits that Fallen eats at that time.
And a fragrance, during craftsmanship is so good.
The old man is not Durin. Alas, just a husband is Durin.
Ask brothers to try the craftsmanship of the beer Durin. By the way, you said just now to find High Priest?
We want to ask him some questions.
Yes, High Priest is the smartest person here, but it is not so easy to see him. If he wants to see you, you can see him. If he is unwilling, you must not see him.
This is very consistent with the wise man. How can he make him want to see us?
Sister Zuma has instructed that if we want to borrow High Priest wisdom, we have to make a lively movement.
The lively movement. Is a big meal calculated?
It almost the same.
I have no opinion. Ask Marcel idea. Now speaking of this, what about Marcel?
come back here.
The abominable Yanlong, return the Fallen to me.
Stage to end. The squad members plan to use food to lure the elusive High Priest to detoxify Marasael, but unexpectedly, the main course Senki carefully selected, the bluefit bird, turned out to be the High Priest they had been searching for.
My son's Kale, my bed.
I always
I always feel that Marcel is not so agile.
She is afraid to treat us as a dragon now.
Yeah.
Now since she thinks now is Fallen, let me try. Mamasu. My brother, Fallen brother, Laios.
You are not iOS at all. iOS is obviously a guy who can show up a strange posture.
Says really convincing.
In this case, I can only prove my identity in this way.
iOS,
Is it really useful?
Yanmong 8 Felon. Yanmong 8 Felon. We had to defeat it, grab Felon back, and resurrected her.
What do you point to me? When will I look like Yanlong?
Oh,
Now what wrong with her?
wow, is she turning her eyes and messy her eyes?
この辺りの地形は、命中内とまるで違うな。
Chun Yod Ant's claws, nonsense.
違うright.
Spit phone.
違うな。
That right, she is poisoned. But what is also lucky and not luck is that only High Priest who knows the method of detoxification. We only have these Kabi Bikau here. Everyone is generally poisoned, sick, and diarrhea. You can use it to rescue the emergency first. But don't expect any good results.
In here to stabilize Marcel. You all go first to find things that can attract high prize.
Where to find?
Let's make a rich meal and attract high prize as soon as possible. She should have an illusion, and my family will be blown again.
Chill. I can deal with it here.
Marcel.
These fish and tree for old husbands think it must be enough. Brother Adjuciel is, thank you for your way, but can you trouble you?
This thing is called scales.
It turns out that the fish is called this name here. But in any case, please go back to the village first and help us burn a pot of hot water.
Hot water?
Well, the old man just came up with a new idea. It is estimated that the ordinary meal is hard to quickly attract High Priest. The old man decided to make a large pot of soup. See, on the one hand, thank you for your care for us. On the other hand, the old man remembers that you said that the High Priest likes to be lively.
Oh, do you want to make a pot of super delicious soup? Okay, then I'll go back and prepare first.
Although these fish and fruits are enough as a side dish, I always feel that it is worse.
Strange things. I came to see a strange movement, and it seemed nothing special. The invincible Shi suddenly exploded. It was unlucky. Forget it. Go back to sleep. Alas, if it was for the study that Zuma helped her stare at this, I wouldn't want to stay alone.
Full body, color. It is a healthy fat bird. Let the old men check the Bob Food Guide to see if this thing can be eaten. You beast covered with feathers can fly in the sky, eat delicious and delicious and delicious. Such ingredients as the main ingredients of a pot of soup should be prefecture, and it is enough to be attractive. It will definitely make High Price satisfied.
Interest.
Should the old man not be so ruthless?
Grunt.
Long as it is solved. Is the food enough? We should go back.
I obviously iOS, but I think you look a bit like Yanmong.
Marcel, let's talk about Fallon.
Fallen? If Fallen is my best friend. I tell you, iOS, Fallen really likes you. After I know her, she often mentioned you. Everyone thinks she is a bad student, but I don't think. I learned a lot from her. I like her the most. But because I was too weak, she was eaten by Yanmong. I was eaten by Yanmong.
This is not your responsibility, Marcel. Chirona Fallen is my sister. I won't ignore her.
He's still cowled and helped but curious. What kind of Yanlong is others in the eyes of poison Marcel? Will Seshi be a short and fat Yanlong? Will Chilchuk be very small? You want to find that fruit to eat?
Marcel, okay?
They said that this is also a kind of physical protection. But she still has to detoxify as soon as possible to let her wake up.
The old man immediately started making soup. The main ingredient is this fat bird.
I hope this pot of soup can really come back to High Priest.
So in order to save time, help the old man to prepare other ingredients. Look at the direction of the wind in the woods. To get angry at the back wind, lest fire caused by fire. Wash the tree fruit, edible mushrooms and potatoes. Cut into pieces of suitable size and put them aside. First add some spices and Kobe grass to the pot, and cook a pot of fragrant water to make it easier for the meat. Fresh tree fruit and mushrooms. Cook for a few minutes and put meat and potatoes. Scrape the fish on the scales, cut the stomach, and pull out the internal organs that cannot be eaten. Wash the fish gills in the flowing water, or dig it directly with a knife. Stand itly on the fish. Mix the pepper, salt, lemon juice evenly. Apply it on the fish. String it with clean branches. Insert it by the bonfire, and keep it at all times to ensure that the heating is uniform. Come back to see the stewed bird. Wait for the soup to become thick. Add some salt to season, and taste salty. Stew in low heat until the aroma is squeezed. Dedicate this pot of soup to high priests. How do you generally attract high priests?
Sing, dance, celebrate, eat special. High priest will naturally be attracted.
Let's eat it together.
After adding mushrooms and tree fruits, the taste of the whole pot of soup has become very rich, and it also has a special aroma of herbs. It is a pot of good soup.
So fragrant.
Sing, dance. You won't come to high priest like this.
この辺りの地形は迷宮街とはまるで違うな。知恵を着散し、You all jump up.
High priest hasn't come yet.
And you may need to use the last move. Call carefully. Lord High Priest, there are food here. Please come over. Lord High Priest, there are foods here. Please come over. To you are Gakie.
Suck. Kuru. What a warm feeling. I haven't been so comfortable for a long time. But there are too many strange ingredients in this bath water. Cut half of lemon, sliced mushrooms, and potato pieces. There are even peppers and Kobe grass. Suck. Really hard to drink. What kind of medicine is this? But this feeling of being grilled by Bud is reminiscent of the heat of the cockpit before the mech is launched. It is really pleasant. So here, the exhaustion brought by the explosion is swept away.
Fat bird, bazati.
Can be restored in the soup pot. Is it say? Is this monster that won't die?
High Priest, why are you in the pot?
Is this fat bird a high priest? Lame's soup is actually its bathwater. I just took a sip.
That right? Below is High Priest. Your demands I have figured out when I take a bath. Now that your companions are poison, I will never sit down.
Seem to have ever said.
To solve the poison among your companions, the best way is to drink the water in this pot of medicine. Drinking such a difficult medicine to drink, presumably even the crazy wild wolf will wake up.
Difficult to drink.
If a pot of soup is difficult to drink, it must be the responsibility of the most main ingredients.
Since High Priest speaks, please ask your companions to drink hot soup with High Priest blessings.
Stranger coming too. So nosy.
It seems that High Priest soup is really useful.
High priest.
Marcel opened his eyes hard. A monster that can speak, still alive. Taste the soup in the soup pot, and the soup in front of the bowl is exuding the same fragrance as the pot. At the same time, Laios had already held a spoon. His eyes quickly reached into the pot, scooped out a spoon, and sent it into his own mouth. After Marcel pouting, she finally screamed as if she had come back.
Monster? I don't want to eat monsters anymore.
Tongue is very fragrant.
Boy, your food is bad. Ha! I know what you want to ask. I probably understand what is going on. Well, that is not the time.
No way.
Are you looking for Rhode Island, right? Just look for Rhodes Island. Your direction is right. Continue to go on. There must be no problem.
Disappear again?
Mayo, what does it mean? Is our direction right? Ah! It feels like a good nonsense. We have a direction. Until now.
Muscle Marcy, why do you eat fruits?
It looks like a wooden berry.
Who?
When I met Fallon for the first time, Fallon had given me a wooden berry. I saw the same fruit here. I thought that was also a wooden berry. And some birds ate there, I think too.
Chihuahua, you can tell her afterwards.
But because food poisoning has encountered a lot of trouble.
Hey, look at Rhode Island.
Stage 3 beginning. To fulfill the workers' wish to eat golden carrots at the banquet, the Leo squad embarked on a quest to find the red gold origin IUM bugs.
Ugh,
Hini, 'cause I got a magic appliance in this world.
Something that others ton.
Do you not feel happy when you see a brand new unlocking tool? After coming to this world, I have always felt that my magic was so smooth as before. It seems that there is a strange magic here, but now I have this Tito steel flashlight. A boss said that this material called Tito steel can carry greater energy output. The magician here will use it to make magic appliances. Maybe I can better use magic through it. And I saw the boss use it to cast a spell similar to flashing magic.
The old man always feels that there will be no good things in the world that you don't need to work hard.
Maybe the boss does not want good things to be wasted by nothing. So I gave me this super powerful magician. I am now interested in the magic principle of this world.
so do you want to practice more? Marshall, can you try to use it to make those fruits? Now there are very few trees with long fruit here. So there are so many trees by the water, and they may be gone if you miss it.
Tewan,
Be quiet.
Nothing happened.
hi, how is it possible? I used to be used normally in the boss hands, and I felt that it was responding to me.
That is it.
Let me come again.
Be quiet again.
Still nothing happened. Can you really use this flashlight?
Oh, do you still use it, sir?
But it is a question that needs to be adapted. As long as I give me a little time, I can understand. Huh? Hey,
Successful. Marshall, you really... Ah? Well, why are you bombing yourself?
Keke. Plagues.
Don't Tokai.
Why does the magic come out of the end of this magic appliance? Why is it so difficult to control their magic appliances here?
So the old man hates magic.
Keke, this is not the same. Keke. Okay, next time I will be able to succeed. This Tito steel flashlight seems to have problems.
I'll give you the most baby Deether Tito steel flashlight to you, and you are still having trouble.
No, I just want to ask. Do you still have related books here? I still want to learn systematically.
Oh, do you think I'm here? This is a factory that is about to go down. Except for the already made weapons, it is some more machines, none of them. Give me back if you don't want it. I know, no one knows it. Is it not cool? You can even use it to illuminate the whole night sky. Everyone does not know how to appreciate such a good thing, and one has sold it. I have lost my factory. I originally thought that I finally met a vision.
I don't mean that. Since there is no time, when I study the magic principle here, I will try it again. In short, thank you for your gift.
Continue to find Rhode Island?
Is it going to go to that wasteland again? This world is too big. Just walk by legs. We will be exhausted before finding Rhode Island.
I don't seem to see a carriage here. But, Yabasu,
Tur.
it turns out that this kind of thing is also a car. How much is it?
Alas, although my factory is going to go down, this car is still worth the money. You don't seem to be able to afford it.
But can we really find Rhode Island by walking?
Boss give you lunch. However, the boss in the factory will be closed down. How long has the radish rice ball have been eaten? Before you said that today's a guided meal? Everyone would ask everyone to eat gold radish barbecue. I hope everyone will go to the new future. And I have to have money to invite you to eat. But I have nothing to sell the car. Okay, a few. We have to start to sort out things that are loose, and we will not say hello to you.
Sanchung rice.
Alas, both radish and rice are there, and there's nothing to prepare. The first meal we opened the factory was a golden radish. Well, if I can give you a golden radish, I will change. It not. If I have the ability, I also want to persist in this ceremony.
Dear, eat golden radish here. Is it traditional?
Well, yes. As long as it is a dinner, we will all have a golden radish. But there is no way today. Where can I go to gold radish now? Sand-guided meals, there are barbecue with radish slices of rice and rice, which is almost the same.
Show your ingredients to the old man.
These baskets of radish and the meat over there. What are you doing?
The old man understands. Give all the ingredients to the old man. The old man gives you a meal so that you can say goodbye to each other.
You.
Why Seiji?
He joined our team. Because he called in seal, iOS for cooking. It's estimated that it is difficult to accept others who do not eat well.
Is not just part of life, but also people emotions. The old man understands. See, the old man will help you get a golden radish.
Really true.
There are a lot of radish. You can make a meal for the old man. But what exactly is the golden radish? The golden radish.
Are you a few of you? Old radish is our traditional food here. There are two characteristics of orange radishes and rimbit you all.
Do you still eat or? How did you cook?
Etor, how is it possible? The golden powder on the golden radish is made by the secretion of Shikin origin IUM, but we can't spend money to buy such things now. However, if you can find Kaijin origin IUM insects, it's completely okay to do it now.
The old man understands. Where will there be this kind of red gold origin IUM bug?
In the mine, as long as there are few people, there may be. Alas, at first glance, the nest of the origin IUM worm was seen. There were two nests at the mouth of the mine over there. The cave entrance over there was already grass. It seemed that it was abandoned by the origin IUM worm. However, the nearby Kaijin origin IUM bugs are almost caught. It is estimated that it is a bit difficult to find. Well, although the factory is going to go down, but my last day work has not been done. If you can find Kaijin origin IUM worms, we will really thank you very much.
Although the stomach is really hungry, what should we do when we go to Rhode Island?
Now then, if we help you make a golden radish, can you consider selling our car cheaply?
I will consider it.
Now there must be origin IUM bugs here. And I have heard their crawling sounds.
So much? How do we find Kaijin origin IUM bugs? We have seen the origin IUM worm. That is, Big Bob can make them quiet. They are very aggressive and do not look like they can simply obtain their secretions.
Shinumi-fine.
I see. You open? Let me try this magic appliance again. This time, I will definitely use it to release magic normally.
Marcel raised the D-32 steel flashlight, closed his eyes, and worked hard to feel the energy contained in it.
She failed just now. Can she really do now?
Wait a moment.
A light emitted by the flashlight did not stop because of the interruption of Senshi, but it was even more dazzling.
Don't kill them all. Kill them one by one.
Senshi, it doesn't seem to be set at this time. The thing that Marcel took like?
Marcel gradually showed a dazzling light next to her, and her hair flew up with the fluctuation of strength. I can't open my eyes.
What's going on?
The origin IUM worm over there seems to have found us.
I saw it. I can't control this magic appliance.
Might okay. Marcel, try again, maybe you can succeed.
Feel the magic power from the surroundings. The power flows from my fingertips to the magic appliance, and then releases.
The learning and exhibition of magic needs to be more focused, rigorous, and sincere in breakthroughs. What really needs is the understanding, acceptance, and awareness of the most high concept of magic. Just then, Marcel, longing for the new magic in this world, created a miracle.
Not successful. Not successful.
I don't know, as if I just released something just now. But it disappeared. But now I feel its existence again. Be careful! It is much more violent than I expected. I feel it is going to explode.
Several people ran to hide behind the rocks, tightly shrinking into a ball, trying to rely on the rock to block the impact of the explosion. After a long wait, a hint of sound gradually spread from the ground. Son.
What sound? But in front of this group does not seem to be Kaijin. Origin IUM insects. Would you like to run first, then change a place to look at it?
The old man just felt like he was loose.
I also heard a broken sound under my feet. I guess Marcel's magic should not know why it was put on us.
Stage 3 end. Marase LZ-32 steel flashlight could turn the acid of origin IUM bug slime into golden, appetizing ingredients. With these ingredients, Senki successfully fulfilled the worker's wish, and the Leo squad was rewarded with a free ride.
Careful. We seem to fall into the mine. According to the worker just now, the origin IUM worm has built its own nest in this mine.
Not because the factory is about to close. Is it occupied by the origin IUM insect here?
Is there a Kaijin origin IUM insect here?
Now the group over there seemed to be just origin IUM insects. She found them before they found us. Hurry up.
There is no chicken G origin IUM insect here. The old man watched it, all of which are ordinary varieties.
Bob Food Guidelines. Riding Kaijin origin IUM is a common variety in the wilderness, living in rock seams or caves. The same habit of living habits from other varieties of origin IUM insects. Now you should be found here.
Didn't you feel something on your head?
Now this is just the larvae of the origin IUM insect. Its crustal part has just grown. On it is still softer. It is trying to secrete mucus curing, so the body temperature rises a lot, making it quite comfortable to lie on the head. But do you want to try, Marcel?
But
Feels a bit bad to walk in it. In addition to the origin IUM insects, there seems to be the sound of other creatures or other creatures are working there, right?
Baba, I haven't found Kaijin origin IUM insects.
is there really this variety here? Perhaps the secretions of Kaijin origin IUM insects can be replaced with golden pattern.
They are a litter. The old man does not want to let the young people who sincerely look forward to the golden radish disappoint. Moreover, after finding a kin origin IUM worm, maybe you can buy that car.
Your footsteps are lighter. There's a group of behind. Not like Kaijin origin IUM insects. None of them are golden.
What is that?
It is the acidic origin IUM. Big Bob said that the mucus of this thing is... Be careful not to be splashed by mucus.
My old Marcia.
Ew.
Too much magic to kill them all of a sudden.
No, it's too late. Defense magic? Magic seems not enough. My magic still cannot be placed smoothly here. Hasimjoni. Flash magic. Try to use a flashlight again. Since the boss could use it to release the flash before, then it should be no problem to use it to enhance the flash magic. But the flash magic is useful for this group of monsters.
Quick. There are more and more origin IUM bugs.
I don't have time to think about it again. Yet now.
Wow, it was all solved all at once.
Successful. I seem to understand what is going on here. You are the first magic appliance I successfully used here.
Time not to think about it now. Their mucus is everywhere.
Don't let it come into contact with the skin.
The flashlight is it?
A light condensed at the top of the D-30 steel flashlight faded down. Before Marcel reacted, the flashlight rolled the thick smoke and fell to the ground.
Flashlight.
Mama Soul, don't be stuck. You have splashed with mucus.
My flashlight.
It seems to be broken.
Now how about we go back? Let the boss help you see how to repair it.
The smell of this mucus, smelling well, is very different from the previous mucus. More like sour taste.
No, not real.
Don't eat the mucus of the worm casually.
It is sweet and sour. The taste is really good. Now the color is also very beautiful. Jin Chen Ken.
Affected by the magic released by D-30 steel flashlight, the color of the mucus became golden, and the taste was very good. The old man thinks that they may be used as a substitute for Kaijin origin IUM bugs.
The original corrosive mucus became edible under the influence of magic, which is amazing. But the original mucus was stored in the origin IUM worm. We have to collect them first, and then make them into this edible liquid.
Raoman, tell me you want to collect these that have fallen to the ground.
The ingredients for cooking must be healthy and clean. The old man on the ground just tasted it, and he would not use it for cooking. Moreover, the amount is not enough. You want to make sure you can make a golden radish. You still need to collect mucus in the origin IUM worm.
Know what to do.
Origin IUM worms have been scared away by Marcel magic. We quickly solved these dizzy origin IUM worms before they came back, and then collected their mucus.
But the flashlight looks broken.
Now try with your stuff.
Okay. They'll try it first. Kanmaitahan. How about it?
The original, it has not changed.
How do you want to try, eh?
Huh? What about this time?
Till not changed. What going on? It seems that martial magic has become intermittent.
I've always been in this situation after I came here. It seems that I only feel that the source of magic is sufficient when I just used the flashlight just now. The boss said before that Tito Steel can carry greater energy output. Tito Steel flashlight may have some increased effect. If you use flash magic directly, it's not enough to be magical or powerful. In other words, are still me.
Ios! Don't play Origin IUM anymore. Do you understand what she's talking about?
Just do what Marshall said. This part is what she is best at.
That's it.
Understand what?
Relying on my own magic and stat today. It is impossible to exhibit enough flashes of power to make the mucus turn into what you want. Only by using high-conducting Tito Steel to greatly enhance the power of magic I released. Can the mucus changes? That is, it is useless to try it out like this. We still need a flashlight.
She will not feeling this smoke and flash magic. We will faint like these Origin IUM worms.
Am I so bad? You can get together like this, because I just used a flashlight to make the mucus eat. Alas, I just felt that I understood the magic principle here, and the flashlight was...
What kind of flashlight does not seem to be corroded by mucus? What Tito Steel should be this silver metal?
According to Marshall just said, this Tito Steel is played, so no matter what its appearance is, it can be used to release magic.
Huh? It stands to reason that it should be like this. Why do you suddenly ask this question?
Go on.
What?
What do you see me? Flashlight? My flashlight. Stop. Don't use it to make a pot.
When we make a golden radish, we can find Rhodes Island quickly. And we can go back to save Fallen earlier.
Hey,
Don't you also use my unlocking tool to dig a treasure chest monster meat?
It is different.
So at the time...
and it is still a very favorite tool.
It looks very important.
Now do you want to try it now? Turn this pot of mucus to sweet and sour?
Goodbye, flashlight. The time to get along with you is very happy.
Sure, the old man will never let you pay for it.
And the last point, move these all out and sort out and sell it to the waste factory. Ah, I can't bear it. I used to cook here. Eat supper, eat barbecue, cook meals. Well, what taste? So fragrant. I smelled it too. Where did it come? Is someone cooking outside?
Your radish dishes. The old man is ready for you.
What? Do you really find Kaijin Origin IUM bugs?
But the old man found something that can also turn radish into golden. Are not your traditional golden radish, they also have similar colors. Now, if the old man feels that if you think of such a food as the last meal before you separate, it will not live up to your expectations.
Without the flashlight you gave me, this meal would not be able to make it. It is because of the Tito Steel flashlight that I can release my magic smoothly here. Flashlight you made is definitely not useless to be recognized by everyone.
Really?
How about it?
This taste, is it really sweet and sour?
Right,
But it's delicious. It looks like a fragrance of fruit.
right.
Big Bob did not expect that the acid liquid Origin IUM worm can still eat like this. It feels that it can be used after this processing. Maybe it will be great.
Alas, boss, thank you. I did not expect that I could still eat gold radish on the last day. Thank you what to do. Thanks or thank them. But this golden radish, although it is not like the taste of the first meal you had eaten at first, it was still. At first you eat golden radish, and also said that you want to make this factory as the first of Lim BIPI2 with me. Who was ideal when he was young, and not bad now, but it just from scratch. Yes, someone has recognized what I made. Maybe my dream can continue. Yes, it is better to turn around when you drive your car to other town now. You can always find a place to realize your dreams. Either way, the car. Well, did you say you want to buy my car?
What?
Now do you agree? But we must not have so much money.
Selling will definitely not sell. I will continue to rely on it to discuss life, but there is no problem to send you a journey within the scope of Rambelite.
Get real.
Real. And free. Just for this golden radish. Thank you. And on after eating this meal, I will take you to set off. We can go anywhere before the engine launch.
Stage for beginning. Zil Cheke had a strange dream in Sammy, and Sammy's will instructed the Leo squad to head north and beware of the legendary Cyclops. What could this mean?
Vessel rustling. The seventh sound interrupted Shilchuk's dream. Since coming to this strange place, he will always be easily awakened by the small movement around. He had no time to think about the meaning of that dream. turned up and looked at the direction of Law iOS, who should be guarding at night. Fortunately, this guy who is always a little uncomfortable on weekdays is still very reliable at this time. He had awakened since she and Marcel and raised his weapons.
Chill, Chuck. Let attract attention. Let confirm their condition.
Chilchuck found that this was just a group of teams have encountered many monsters, and the other party had not noticed them. He was relieved a little and brought the news back to his companions. After coming to this world named Terra, they have seen too many strange things. The group exchanged eyes and confirmed that they were preparing to fight each other.
See, okay. Let go.
You must avoid all kinds of dangers in this unknown world. Whether you rely on that Rhode Island or find another way by themselves, they will go back after all.
It over. I have a rare dream, really waste.
Judging from your sleep, you have a dream every day.
Wait, is my sleeping look bad?
I guess.
We have gone in this black forest for several days. Is there really a tribe of Sami here?
Tao live in some strange places, and most of them are not welcome outsiders. Can be found so simple.
Oh, I didn't expect it to be so remote.
You are going to find a snow sacrifice, but you proposed by Marshall. This will be retired?
I did when I mentioned it. I didn't know that the environment here was so bad and scary. When we first arrived in Sami, the conditions over there were obviously good. I heard a variety of interesting little stories there, where there is a small tent called Bass Star Elephant, and the people in it are divining. Although I later discovered that she was deceiving. The crystal ball was controlled by herself. But what she said, 1,000 heads in the legend of Minos, is still very interesting.
In a place called Minos, there are 1,000 heads of monsters. I have heard before that there are very powerful monsters. And what kind of ability can I get to eat? Not so good. How dreamy.
You are only particularly interested in this kind of topic. But think about how to find the snow sacrifice first. I really can't move.
Awful people will adapt to the environment, Marcel.
I need to adapt to such an environment. I don't want to come more places.
Thinking like this will hinder your growth. For the old man, it is better than the streets built by artificial construction.
I didn't say I wouldn't find a snow sacrifice. But moreover, the diviner said that he could find them when he went to the Black Forest. Here is humid, no light trees, more monsters, and more supplies. After eating, you must eat monsters again.
iOS, what do you think?
This Black Forest monster is not very different from what we met before. I thought I could see some strange monsters.
Forests often hide many secrets, but we don't know it yet.
Rather than eating it again, it is better to say that the two meats that are already knocked down over there. Great. Marcel, you have a blessing again.
I don't want me. Don't tell me. Dad. How are you here again? Huh?
It seems that I am late.
Who are you?
You that hold your BOS. Can you not hold your blood with your hands with your back with one hand, and say hello to the meat with a monster with one hand?
It okay. I often see more exciting scenes than this. You can call me a rubber cup. I am a shaman apprentice. A group of feathers informed my situation, so I rushed over. However, even if I don't come, you should be able to handle it.
You just said, are you an apprentice and shaman? Now we stepped into this Black Forest, hoping to find the snow sacrifice in the Sami tribe, the road to divination for us. Or, at least help us find the position of Rhode Island.
Oh, how?
For some reasons, we don't know how to go home. Someone tells us that we can seek a help for Rhode Island, but we can't find its position.
There are many guys who are anxious to guide others in the south.
We have experienced this, Basksha.
All in all, foreigners often have such misunderstandings about Sami divination. We have rarely worked for the future of others and the wishes of others, and our divination is only for our own survival. We will only ask Sami will to guide us when necessary. We pray for Sami to tell us the danger of hidden in the future and make preparations, but outside of that, we live in accordance with the laws of nature.
Natural laws.
Just like you are doing now. Hunting, living alive, dying unchanging food.
The old man really likes you.
I have a problem.
Please, sir.
Is you the Sami in your mouth and trust your dreams?
Although I have not encountered it, it is not impossible to obtain revelation in this way. After all, no one said whether his dream is true or false.
Have you made a dream? 하게가
Nah, in other words, don't you want to take us to find snow sacrifice?
Rather than unwilling, I mainly feel a little troublesome. However, If you really go to the shaman of other tribes, you may be blasted directly. Well, is there any time-saving effortless way? What?
Plus, the tree next to it. Two bark fell down. How do you have strange runes on the bark? I can't understand these runes.
Can you let me see it?
Are you?
Sure enough, this is Sammy guidance. Sammy, thank you. You have saved me a lot of strength.
Is this bark?
The two bark in your hands is a mixture board. They represent Sammy well. There are many ways to do divination, but from time to time, Sammy will take the initiative to look at it.
Says too coincidentally.
In fact, I sometimes think so. But the other way, if you hold the bark but you can't find you to interpret it, isn't it worse?
How can you feel so casual? Shouldn't you be a more serious person?
I also asked my master with this question. His answer was to use my horns for the consecutive days as a wine glass, and I would never dare to ask.
Can you tell us what you write on your bar?
Certainly. The first piece, north.
Should we go north?
You are already on the road north, but Sammy still gives north. Well, he may want you to go to the northernmost place.
Cholchak. Where is it?
The Black Forest is the core point of Sami, and then to the north, it is the mountains covered by heavy snow and endless ice fields. Shon, we go to Sami. Sholton, we go to endless ice fields, right?
Sammy will often only give a vague image. I want to say that my intuition tells me that you are right.
I asked for a moment and knew that there was a place to go back.
But you said just now, you don't know the way home. Isn't the unknown road hiding in a place where no one lives? Isn't it just okay? The other, hidden. This is interesting.
What is the hidden?
Hidden can refer to many things. But if it is north plus hidden, then there is almost only one answer to almost only one. Okugan proposal T.
Today.
Do you know an giant?
I heard the same when I collect information.
No, is that a monster?
No. They are a special Sarkezi. I have a very different way to predict the future as the divination of Sami people. Moreover, they live in the mountains in the north. A combination of the two secrets, Sami should want to tell you. Go to the north to seek the help of a lunch giant, and they will help you find the way home.
Plan to try. Everyone, what do you think?
There's a way to go back directly. The old man thinks it is worth trying.
If there is really a way to go back, I will not oppose it.
What about Chilchak?
I told you if you agreed and asked me what it was meaningful.
Of course, after all. You are a member of the team.
Then I said straight. No, I disagree.
Don't you believe what Mr. Master said? Then why don't you agree?
Either prediction or divination. You are too easy to believe in this kind of thing. If people count the plan, you will have to box in that place. Wouldn't you be deceived again now?
Chilchak is reasonable. But I think there is no harm to walking north. If you encounter other shamans, ask him to help us interpret it to know if the rubber cup has lied to us. Now, we have been in this world for a long time. I don't want to miss any way to go back.
All right.
Compared to this, why do I always feel that we have been around the same place? Now, did we really not pass here just now?
Old husband has a mark. We should have been moving forward.
Chilchak went wrong.
But the terrain here gives me a very unnatural feel. As if the terrain itself is changing.
Just like the maze?
Some are similar, but the obtained in the maze is constantly changing the organs. And the changes have changed here. The whole forest. There's a cliff in front of you. First, look at the nearby terrain.
Well, what sound?
Looking at the vibration direction, the four saw a monster with a strong bull and a strong body. Of course, now they have learned to call it with horns beasts. In such a forest, it is not strange to say that there are any creatures. But this corner beast still attracts the eyes of for people. Is that a black face? Black? No, it is the void. What they thought of the first time was the galaxy that they saw when they looked up at night. A reality of void on a cow face made them feel incredible. What shocked them even more is that there is a circle in the middle of the void. A perfect round. A circle that is darker than the surrounding void. It darker than the night, deeper than the void. Is this circle shining? No, this is a hole. All the light is absorbed by this hole, so that it even looks like glowing. It is even more eye-catching than light.
Now, this kind of monster. Strange. Though the void on its face does not seem to be biological. Is it interesting? I really want to study it.
It seems angry.
Has a wound on its body, and it is the wound of the weapon. Someone angry at first, and it treats us as an enemy.
Eat my axe.
Ghosts carrying many weapons.
No, the cliff is about to collapse. Chill, Chuck.
BIOS immediately ran towards Chill Chuck, which had already come to the cliff, but it was one step late. Even though Chill Chuck also tried his best to run back in the direction of going back, BIOS still failed to catch his hand after all, and he could only watch Chill Chuck falling off the cliff.
Stage 4 end. After cautiously witnessing various wonders in Sammy, Zolcheke couldn't stop the others from eating the suspicious beast meat, only to watch them collapse into a coma.
You wake up.
Who are you?
My name is Elkai. I foresee that I will have doom in this forest today, so I wandered nearby, and found that you were fainting in the snow.
Have you seen my companions?
Feel sorry.
I have to go to them. Yes.
You are not hurt lightly, let rest here first. You don't seem to be Sammy.
My friends and I are looking for clues to go home. A person named Rubber Cup tells us that Sammy will guide us to go north.
Emperor Cup, the son of Oak Tree.
Do you and I already know him?
I just heard that this name is synonymous with wisdom and Sammy.
Then, do you know the unyielding giant? What do I?
I've seen many people who are wondered by doom and death. Not a rare thing, but why do I see many deaths on you?
Why didn't you find Chill, Chuck?
Scorchunately, the snow nearby is quite thick, and there are many trees. With Chilchuck's skills, he should not have a big problem.
But Chill Chuck lacks self-protection. We still have to find him as soon as possible. If he let him meet the strange horns running that running, it would be more fierce.
And no, we still have a problem now.
Sorry.
Don't blame you. Mabali. Why are you alone in this forest alone?
Because I hunt here.
Do you live here?
Oh, I live on road.
We are looking for road.
Are you going to Rhode Island?
We are looking for the road home. It is said that there will be clues on Rhode Island.
Can't you find your home? So pitiful.
Can you take us to Rhode Island?
Alas, but I don't want to go back yet.
What?
Because I haven't eaten enough.
I didn't eat enough. If we let you be full. Would you like to take us to Rhode Island?
Well, yes.
I did not expect that the clues were really found in this place. Could it be that this is the guidance of Sammy?
I haven't found this prey yet.
Seems that our food has been lost just now. Do you think this is okay? Now you can find our companions first, and then we help you hunt the prey you want together. Finally, you take us to Rhode Island.
One, okay.
Really an innocent child. May I have your name?
I am COB. You can call me a small moment.
You see, death on me.
Many deaths have stretched from the past to the future, but you are standing here alive.
I know that Rubber Cup said that the lunch giant can see the future. You one-eyed giant? Tell me, what is my destiny?
Extra giants can only see doom.
It doesn't matter if I'm doomed. Tell me, my fate, my partner fate.
The friends walk towards endless ice field. No, they did not go north voluntarily. They were swallowed by darkness and nothing.
Now what the meaning?
They were contaminated by demons.
What is that?
The demon is the existence of wandering on this land. They erode and cover all materials, and the creatures contaminated by the demons will lose everything, as if being devoured by nothingness. Is that a black face? Black? No, it is the void, the void. What they thought of the first time was the galaxy that they saw when they looked up at night. A reality of void on a cow face made them feel incredible. What shocked them even more is that there is a circle in the middle of the void. A perfect round. A circle that is darker than the surrounding void. Darker than the night, deeper than the void. Is this circle shining? No, no. This is a hole. All the light is absorbed by this hole, so that it even looks like glowing. It is even more eye-catching than light.
There will be a circle on the face. Ew, like a face on his face.
Ew, have you ever seen a creature contaminated by demons? Chuck thought for a moment, covering the injured arm, and walked towards the cave.
King Nayaksha, I avoid doom.
For this question, my answer is that I am trying.
Then I should try it.
Now, in other words, Rhode Island is a huge ship.
Rhode Island is big and will drive all kinds of places.
No wonder we can't find its position. It
It is the smell of blood, my prey. What-eyed monster is this nearby?
It is a keen sense of smell.
For a small moment, you just say, monster eye?
Yes. There's only one eye on this corner face, isn't it? One eye?
Do you remember what the Rubber Cup said? He is talking about one-eyed giant. Is it just his inference? Not a conclusion. That's the meaning of Sammy will not let us go to one-eyed giant. He knows that we will encounter a little bit. And we know that we will encounter a little bit. And we know that we will encounter this once beast.
In any case, since I'm at here, now let's solve it first.
Is it that? This is also a sigh of relief for Chilchuk.
The old man has a suggestion. Rather than looking for Chilchuk here aimlessly, it is better to fire on the spot. Although there is also the possibility of causing the beast. Chilchuk can also be seen.
Pumbaa,
Hungry stomach is not efficient.
Really, even if he didn't come in the end, we can find him more efficiently first.
what should I do if they... Watch on thy horn beast.
I'd eat it together.
The old man also thinks that it should be eaten. The old man has heard of some customs. In some places, people choose to kill animals used for sacrifice and eat it, hoping to get the revelation of the gods. The old man speculates that Samuel may also want us to do this.
You have held this idea from the beginning. La iOS.
Start the fire. Hope Chilchuk can be seen. Yo, can eat.
This meat looks so weird.
The old man has tasted it, and it is no different from ordinary meat.
I have eaten it more than this weird thing. They're really delicious. What are you doing over there?
I'm here to see if there are other big guys. Alas, it seems to be gone. But I didn't see the urine that fell.
Come here to eat together. Then let's find it together.
Okay, I am here. Ah, you are a urine that falls.
Cool. You are the guy who comes out.
Sorry I hurt you.
Ah, it okay? Compared to this, are you okay?
Well, we are okay.
Dayodaku. I just said that I was avoided.
They are barbecue over there, and I plan to fill you with their stomachs. Let's pass it together. They must be happy to see you.
This guy, I really won't forget to eat. I am so worried about them. Barbecue? What kind of meat is roasted?
Monster-eyed meat.
Monster eye? You,
They are here.
now I have to talk about them well. Said
Chilchuk turned around and wanted to talk about the partners who left their barbecue. However, it was stuck in the mouth.
Night time to go home, everyone.
He stayed in this world for too long. Fallon must be anxious.
Shida rather right.
Hunted on the statue should be collected, and Yanlong was still waiting for the old man to cook.
Our faces are no longer familiar faces, but covered by void. The sounds have become a bit intermittent, and Chilchuk could not even judge where do they speak.
Eat the corabis por badadirans.
Why are you still there? Go.
So, no, Efidi.
Where are you going?
Now in the north. Go to the north.
Door. Go home, go back to.
There's a door that can go home in the north. Neither is this the meaning of Sami Gardens. But you
We come from that.
へてで、
この辺りの地形は、ねえちゅんないと慣れちらうな。
For a while, Chilchuk's mood was extremely complicated. It was panicked that I was really unavoidable in doom. His teammates were in a very worrying state, but he was a little powerless. But he was a little angry. Because of the current situation, they are at all their own. Chilchuk was convinced that he had only blinked, but the three had not known why they had appeared close to him. And the next second they came to themselves. Judging from his perspective, they were all shining, as if the space was swallowed by the empty cave on their faces. Soon they disappeared deep in the woods. Chilchuk stayed for a while, and finally sighed deeply. He heard the footsteps coming from the eye-catching giant behind him, and saw the doubtful expression on the girl's face not far away. But he did not stay, but walked away in the direction where they disappeared. He felt a little embarrassed to explain what happened to the woman who would use his sorrowful eyes.
Here you are running slowly.
The anger roar echoed over the black forest and did not dissipate for a long time.
Wait for me. I want to go with you too.
Stage 5 beginning. The squad, lost in a painting, was gradually losing themselves and merging with the artwork. But Leos began communicating with the ink phantoms that had initially attacked them, and their relationship started improving.
4, 2, 1. The bell sounds. Let's start.
Then,
Maya myself. Left. Ayo, I. Son. Right.
Huh.
Left. Front. Back and back right left. Bio. Back and back left. Right and left.
The nearby ink is processed.
thanks for your hard work.
People in the town are willing to take a and we should help solve some troubles.
The old man has to go to the field to help grow vegetables. Take a step first.
This guy is completely familiar with the town people.
Brother Chulchuk is not the same. Zhangbo just asked me to call you to clean up in the past.
The UN was too dissatisfied, but I still have to challenge me.
Okay, Miss Lee. Can I go to you to drink tea today?
Sister Marcel is free. I am naturally free. Today is the turn of Marcel's turn to tell your adventure story, but I am looking forward to it. But I still remember when you first arrived. I said I would still be going to save the younger sister of Law iOS. Doesn't it matter yet?
Oh, well, saving Fallon is our purpose. After all, it is impatient to find a way to leave. My fear is also very good. Very my iOS.
What?
You don't mind it, you don't listen to me.
Oh, Law iOS enthusiasm for Mo Yan is now in the town.
But this kind of slim name Moyan is really interesting. Now they have their own fixed shapes. And they can clearly see the difference between the head and limbs. The attack method is not to wrap the enemy head, but it is more like a beast attacking person. And it will also call it. Now the most special thing is that every time we kill monsters, we will leave corpses, but they will not leave anything. Except for a stall of Blackwater. Told the town people about their weaknesses yesterday, but the town people didn't seem to be very excited.
Because all Miro are fascinated by this kind of thing.
Is that so? Now that you and Shulchuk learned to fight back, but these town people could not learn. Every time they look at them, they don't seem to know how to attack at all.
Plet.
Tonight they can hear people talking. Now this is strange. Senshi also said. They are not like slime. There are clear organs.
I know. Is there a fish that missed the net?
Giggle.
This is only familiar. It has a mole on its face. I seem to have seen it before. Now it had been killed by me a few days ago. Why did it appear again? Would they be resurrected? I don't see.
He did remember to come back for dinner. So I didn't hear it at all. Sorry this guy's like this.
Fine. Compared to this, Sister Marcel, do you remember? How long have you been in Pashan Town?
How long have we been here?
Wait, this is too much, right? No, we stayed here for a short time, and we killed so many ink puppets every day. I didn't expect that there are so many here. I didn't know so many similar gathers together. There is no internal fighting. Are they in a very harmonious state inside? Thought I didn't see any more. Now male and female do not seem to see it. They are adults here. There are no older people. It is not like a monster-living community. Where did the familiar one go? It broken? I was discovered. I have to think of a way. Not let it attract more ink. Otherwise I can't solve it alone. No, not good. It is going to call. Put your mouth fruit. No, what do you mean?
What?
As long as you don't yell loudly. This is all I am preparing to eat snacks. You eat quietly, followed after eating, and walk around the wall with me. It's so good. What going on? Night has just attacked the town. And now it becomes docile for how many fruits? What are you doing? Well, it will fight for food. But to say that for food, the fruit on the mountain must be more than in the town. No, the town people did not catch their cubs. Nor did they seem to occupy their territory. Where did they have the hostility? Isn't this just the one who has just grown moles? Look.
As soon as La iOS raised his hand, a apricot flew out, and a snoring sound hit the familiar head. It was smashed and stunned, so anxious to stand up and stood up, covering his head with two short hands. But immediately, it smelled the sweetness of Shinzi, including
Not really here to eat apricot. Nade.
Gami.
Now let me take a closer look. With a mole, the head is slightly larger. The tail is slender, but there is a bifurcation. At that time, I felt that you were weird. You cowed and moved your stomach. And he cowed and moved your stomach. And he cowed and moved. It was not like attacking the town. Was it really resurrected? Not other words. Do you have been repeating dead and alive life here? This is quite like a life in the maze.
Including
With such a habit. What is it for you to attack the town? Why do you want to eat apricot? I still have the last word here.
Stage 5 end. On the mountain, Leos, who had grown close to the ink phantoms, not only found ways to make juice, jam, and wine from them, but also caught a glimpse of the truth behind the painting.
I followed Felony into the cave. I knew what her secret was. She also told me what the so-called ecology was. At that moment, I knew for the first time that she was so lack of practice. It was also on that day. And I became a good friend in Fala.
there is a confidant life. What is the husband who wants to recover? This Fallon's sister must be important for you.
She is my best friend.
So, shouldn't you go to her? I remember you said that she was eaten by Yanlong, but you have a way to resurrect her.
Yanmong. Yanmong. Later we will go. At that time, I will bring her to see you.
Well, alas, it seems a bit frequent today.
Chilton BYOS guy. Lozy. I'll go and see.
Alas, what I can do. There are only so many. iOS. It seems that your partners can only rely on you. What wrong, Sister Marceau?
Strange the bell sounded, but there was no more Yan to attack the town. iOS didn't come back.
If you like to eat apricot. Hey,
iOS said, throwing up a big apricot in the distance, and saw a group of large and small beast-shaped ink rushes towards Xingzi. Watching them grabbing Xingzi, iOS was extremely happy. He almost regarded this group of guys as dogs raised in his home. Yes, it is just the same as that Sayuase. And I enid rid POV. Woi Raxen Milmo. Giggle.
not on worry. You are indispensable.
iOS will naturally not choose to make them compete for this kind of ink like a sloth. He had figured out this kind of ink preferences, deliberately picked a bunch of fruits, unpiled them there to eat freely. When they are full, they will lie down and the color on the back will change. Looking at them with a rolling belly, they have to struggle to stuff the fruits in their mouths. iOS is curious. Do you really don't like this group of little guys?
Chido, no rest assured. How can I forget you?
A turtle-like ink can be said to be iOS' most curious ink now. At the beginning, he thought they were a large stone until he sat up with the buttocks. This kind of ink is exactly the same as the turtle, and the most interesting thing is that if you make them full, the rockery on their back will flow down the spring. Thunder in the distance. Noyan heard thunder and wanted to stand up. However, they find that they can't stand up. The reason is simple. They ate too much.
Seems that the harvest this year will be very good.
Thanks to you, Senshi. If there is no you, I think this harvest will be at least half.
The old man also used the knowledge he knew.
Senchi. The unplanned fields.
What wrong?
iOS hasn't returned for several days since I went outside the town last time.
He likes research. Let him go.
Moyan has come to attack the town recently. Do he have a...
Anyway, we have to stay here for a long time, so we may wait for it.
No. We can't stay here for a long time. We have to defeat Yanmong and rescue Fallon together. Have you forgotten?
What? Here, how long have we been in this town?
Dad.
Are you hungry again? It is really a group of greedy guys. You are indispensable today. Today, we are going to do something different.
Daga. Okay.
Now did you see the top of the mountain over there? Put a lot of your favorite fruit there. If you want to eat, you must rely on your own strength to fight. This is the I Am Ruler of Nature.
Daga.
If you understand, then. 3, 2. Run.
With iOS voice falling, the Moyen rushed to run towards the top of the mountain except the turtle-shaped tink.
Do you want me to set up? Are you willing to hold me? Really clever. Knowing that it is better to please me than to grab them. Good, I'll have a share. All of them.
There is no sun and moon in the mountains. iOS has understood that the thunder will lead to the Moyen to go down the mountain to attack the town. But this incident is not absolute, and the habits of the Moyen will not be erased. So, why not keep the Moyen away from the town as much as possible? This is what he is doing, running from the top of the mountain to the foot of the mountain. But it is much more than running from the mountainside.
Hippie! This wine is really good. Can you accept it?
No, unconvinced.
Then come again.
Chotaka.
Marcia, why are you here?
Don't drink it. iOS doesn't know how long it hasn't been back. Hit there recently. Moyen is almost no longer attacking. What must he do?
I want to drink.
Shell-chuck condition is exactly the same as us before.
He almost regarded himself as a member of the town. Chocha, do you remember how long do we have come to this town? Do you remember our purpose to rescue Fallen? Do you remember that you hate the treasure box monster most?
Is, my head?
Have you reacted to?
Are you okay?
Gaga?
Quacked. Phew.
No gaga haha.
Oh, quacked. Haga. To.
Now the golden games.
The cold does not know the year. iOS doesn't care if the thunder sounds. Today he has become a good friend with this group of ink. They live and live together, pick fruit together every day, and run together in the mountains and forests. He can even understand what they are talking about.
Are you sure iOS is here?
But Moyen should come from this direction. If iOS has been studying there, I guess he will definitely be here.
You say it. Since he came here, the attack of the Moya has become much less. He did stop Moyan attack. But I always feel that he may just run away with those in Moyan. I don't know what to play.
We'll find out where he is.
知道了。
The longer La Ios lies with them, the more I understand the creature called Mo Yan.
I should go back and tell others the fact. Now they would probably be surprised. After all.
Quacked,
だが、
whispered,
ナウフクワック。
fooled.
この辺りの地形は、迷宮内とはまるで違うな。
From the perspective of the three people who rescued their partners, an extremely weird scene appeared. Ios they are anxious to look for. At this time, the right limbs were lying on the ground like wild animals, using the language that they could not understand at all. They felt that something was broken in their hearts.
Sorry. They have been using their language for a long time, and I almost can't speak.
I'm sorry. We bother.
Don't leave. I have a very important discovery to tell you.
No. We won't bother you to enjoy the busing here. We will look for the way to leave.
I want to tell you. It is related to the method of leaving.
Atamini.
Look at. Have a meal.
Gad,
Who's this? Have you tamed these fruits?
Higgle,
How does it change color?
Now this is its characteristic. And the bite will change color when eating is full.
Is it Kobe?
The puppy-like ink is called Xiaoyan. And the turtle is like a stolen.
Are you full?
Shere told me.
vomit.
And not just feeding, but I vomit too much. And the color spit out is so bright. A little disgusting.
Ah? So familiar. Jiuxa.
Tenchi, what are you doing? That what the monster vomits.
Is the taste of fruit wine. It smells very good. It tastes good.
I'll teach randomly.
Don't worry, you listen.
What do you hear?
Now the dangling sound in the stomach? This is one, which is like jam.
So what?
Now look at this again.
After eating the fruit, the rockery on the back also began to flow water. Well, these ooze things, oh, the refreshing taste is fruit juice.
But what does this have to do with the leaving here?
You will know where you are. Dosenji, do you have a container with jam and drink?
I have to drink with the town people every day, making me bring a lot with it.
Don't tell me you think. God tell me you want.
But if these jam people eat it, add a little sugar to season. Although the taste is very refreshing, the taste is still a bit monotonous. Can be mixed with fruit juice that is suitable for matching. Some sugar to season. Stir well. Finally, use a glass bottle and put a little fruits and embellish it. Let's try it all. The old man improved in fruit wine, jam and juice.
This fruit wine is really unique.
The intake of sugar must be exceeded. Today, I need to do more live consumption.
I don't want to talk to people who can eat vomit.
Honey is actually the vomit of bees. Marcel, the vegetables on the back of the statue are also poured by the excrement of people in the maze.
I don't say.
Why, you? What wrong with you? You said nothing from the beginning.
I want to talk about my thoughts. Chigo and I chased the mole and Moyan to go outside the town, but found that they could stop attacking and secretly steal the fruits.
Atamini.
The monsters will attack humans, although sometimes they are born out of aggression. But most of the time, there are more accurate reasons, such as the territory of the territory, or because of some things, even if the town is attacked because of hunger. Their eating state will not be as mild as it is now. Look at them, a pair of gentle relatives.
Gio calm.
It also flowed with saliva and wet.
It was very strange that the town people did not know about Moyan habits. Now it didn't take long for us to discover the method of feeding fruits. But the town people in Moyan were so frequently contacted. Even if we didn't want to do it, we should not have to understand and formulate countermeasures in the end. But the people in the town did not do so, as if it was not necessary.
Maybe they tried it, but did not work.
It is even more strange that they have not moved away from this place, where they will be harassed, not suitable for life, nor learned about this attack method we use. How did they live here? Moyan did not even be found there. Moyan did not even be found a nest. Moreover, they will continue to die as if Everything here is fake.
Well, interesting.
Timothy, why you?
Wish to smell it.
Where we are here, the legend is a guy called Funny Magic, creating a maze with his huge magic. Now there are various monsters in that maze. Now, but those monsters are not isolated. They will influence each other, some prey on each other, some use each other, and some depend on symbiosis. It is located in the same ecosystem. Now, no matter what kind of person is the frenzy magician, I can do this. I think it is very amazing. I think that people who can create such a lifelike world must be a very powerful person. Now, I was thinking, since that person created these ink, why didn't he design a more complete ecosystem for them? Now, what do they look like? How to reproduce? How do you communicate between different appearances? What is the relationship of the people here? I am really curious. But I have never been able to see it. Why did that person design these? I also found this. Now they hid a basket of hawthorn, but never eaten.
A thorn. I didn't find it.
No what?
Nothing, say a little to yourself. It. A link between the things you care about and mutual verification of each other. You and I are the mirrors of each other. For you, this is the truth you understand.
Why didn't the old man understand the conversation between the two of them?
Although I also want to say that I always feel that I understand it again.
Interesting. Yes, all things in the world have their own reason, and there are all beings in the painting. Of course, Mo Yan should also have a place where there is a place. Since Mo Yan is only a duckweed without a duckweed, it is self-denied. Since ancient times, no one has discovered that there is nothing to do here, but such a determined speech has not been heard for a long time. Isn't this a kind of looking at mountains or mountains watching water or water? Speaking, Lee didn't know why he turned around and looked at the sky. This can also be regarded as the wonderfulness of this time. What's wrong with this painting? The original painting was obviously landscape. How did it become like this? This pickled dink group, this water stain, this red and purple mottled. Who has been to my room? Hard to be. No, this time it is not my good sister. Interesting, is it a weird hand on the wilderness?
Why suddenly hit such a big thumbnail?
Oops, it seems really angry.
Who? Who is angry?
No wonder so many ink magpies have been attracted, and they're still drunk and twisted. This is the first time to see.
Honestly, what are you talking about?
Is there a person in the sky?
Not like falling down, like flying over. It looks a little angry. Is it creating the magician here?
It must be that lie smell. There's unobstructed to anger her.
I didn't say anything.
Don't be afraid, this is just a little special. The way to send guests is not to settle you to death. After all, Mo Yan is just her thoughts. Since it is a miscellaneous thought, she is unwilling to resettle it well.
Your letter. They are just full. They can't mention it like this.
On it.
Hurry up and install the bottle. You can't waste it.
Give me it.
How do you hold a sword painting? Painted. Mayas?
Okay.
The old man is okay. Can smell the taste of the sea. Hum to the sea.
But at least we should leave there. Wait, I haven't had time to say goodbye to them yet.
As a result, it is solved by lie love for monsters.
Wait, Marshall, Yumel. Why is Yumel there?
No. Two. What is this taste? What did we eat just now?
This painting cannot be asked. I think they are very interesting. Do you not taste it? And these hawthorn. Taste a bite? Don't eat it.
Stage 6 beginning. The plight of Salt Wind City's residents inspired Senki to prepare a grand meal for them. But the local deep-sea church cleric had other plans. He looked towards the sea cave where the sea beast lurked and made a decision.
The hunter looks like meteor. People in the deep sea rarely see this wonder. A bishop, who is addicted to desire and conspiracy, and never look up, is even more impossible to know these scenery. But they are different. When the deep sea hunters desperately go upstream, they want to break free from gloom and sacrifice. When they are among the sea, they quietly appreciate the boundless starry sky. The hunters recorded the fate of these short-lived stars in their hearts. Even so, it will cut the darkness.
Now, let die.
A meteor illuminated a passing channel. The bishop is very fearful. He has no lungs and no channels. This sound is just a new way of his new body to replace screams. In the broken wall, the monster filled the dead bloated body and filled most of the caves. It originally exuded the strange beauty of the strange beauty, which became more stiff because of its fear of death. A bishop died. Everything will be forgotten.
Now the situation is not wonderful. Now there is no breath around the city. It seems difficult to raise decent supply here. Not at all. Do you find anything?
Nothing changes. The other parts of this city are also a guy who can't say a word. They would react, but they still couldn't answer my questions. Let not say that they have divided us, some of us.
Most of the city houses can only be described as desolate. Made hard to imagine that people here can survive in this environment.
The man has found several markets, and it looks like it has been open for a long time. In other words, most of the people here have not been eating well for a long time. The old man was heartache in his eyes.
I followed a person all the way to the beach. I thought what I could find. But the result, he just like everyone else, wandering aimlessly at the beach, and sometimes digging sand, as if they will be eating on the beach.
Hungry. Scales and shells, you can eat it. Eat it, eat it. Then she put down the axe in his hand, walked to the two of them, and reached out to open their parcels. A scale and shells that just picked up from the beach were stacked inside, and they were slightly rotten, making an unbearable smell. But the two did not realize that, for fear that Senshi grabbed them, hurriedly stuffed them into their mouths.
This is really...
Ew, Erayo, this is too miserable. Since there is nothing to help us here, let's leave you as soon as possible.
Folk customs here are really strange, and people don't feel very friendly.
He's the guess of the old man. The people here are likely to have not eaten normal food for a long time, causing them to gradually numb to everything around. They let them eat a meal at this time. They may make them recover a little consciousness.
Really? You sound very experienced.
Possible. The old man also wants to let the people here eat a full meal.
Anyway, we have to find food for ourselves. Otherwise we can't go far, right, Cho-chuk?
Oh, too? Saying in advance, the replenishment loss is what you run out in Semi, so don't expect to rely on me.
Of course.
Wandering travelers, are you looking for food?
Can you understand what we can?
Marcel, everyone else can't understand us, but he understands us. Don't you feel strange?
You will be vigilant and normal. However, don't worry, I am to provide you with guidance.
Who are you?
I am a priest who walks around and takes people to the sea. What about you? You are not like Iberia people. Why come to this Salt Twin City?
Well, we are raising the supply of travel.
Doesn't it look smooth? However, it doesn't matter since we are here. We will not let you starve.
Us?
Yes, we are the churches of this city. In the church, everyone is a brother in foot. Even if you are a foreigner, if you are willing to obey the guidance, it is our hands and feet. We will definitely not see that hands and feet are hungry.
If we can fall in to find food, those people in the city can eat a serious meal.
Don't say it as if you want to teach yourself.
The UNCE of the sea is endless and will not regret sharing 1/1,000,000th of 1/1,000,000th. However, only people who are strong enough can get it.
What a meaning.
I guess what he meant. He knows where there is food, but people may not have the life to get it.
You can understand this. I don't force you to involve danger. Just
We are all experienced adventurers, and we can still deal with some danger.
walk south along the coastline. There is a cave. There are things you want in the cave.
iOS. That person has a problem.
Yeah.
Do you still listen to what he said?
Now, the atmosphere here is so strange that I always feel that it has something to do with the church that the person says. Following his so-called guidance, you can always find something. If there are ambush, Chulchuk will be able to detect it in advance.
This is also.
Huh? This is so big?
Take care, iOS. Be careful.
It's too hot. They won't move anymore.
Such a huge Clarkin. That priest did not lie to us. Now look at this wrist and foot. Look at the suction. And look at this animal-like organ. This should be it, the head. I really want to see what it looks like when it is alive. It should be similar to the size of a tower. And it must be particularly prestigious. A Clarkin is hard to eat.
This is not Clarkin, but it seems to be a race with common origin.
Now my stomach started to hurt.
This kind of unknown thing. Never eat.
The old man also agreed that he could not eat it. The creature in the sea may secrete toxins in the body after death. For example, Crabs may be contaminated by germs even if they die. You really want to eat.
You can see if there are still living parasites inside.
I really took.
It's best not to talk at this time.
But who was killed by such a huge creature? If you want to avoid these wrist and foot attacks, it should be very strenuous.
My OS, what did I hear?
Marcel raised a long string of sticky fluorescent things with a stick.
It looks a little disgusting.
Now there is also fluorescence in the daytime. So beautiful.
変なリンガーぜ。
Really waste. Well, what is lost? Now what this?
Harore.
Areore, pay attention to your feet.
Is this Yui?
Nah, iOS feels uncomfortable when stepping on these secrets.
That's it. The body is indeed a little numb. Don't step on these secrets.
If you say so. There are not many places we can stand.
Are these plants in this cave all monsters? There is no doubt that we are in the nest of this huge Clarkin monster. These are the accompanying creatures living beside it from the cave. Not all fresh ingredients. Can you use your magic to these secrets? Put a fire or something?
Us in here is not to tell those monsters in the cave. Are we here?
That's what I mean. Spreading from the depths of the caves. If you chase the monster into the depths, it will only be more unfavorable to us. Now it is better to tell them with a fire. We are here.
It sounds really like the conclusions that have been obtained after careful consideration.
Don't worry. We won't come hard. You stay outside. As long as we hit enough ingredients, we will withdraw from the original road. Know what happened? You can take us on us.
As you?
Really is just a child. Child Chuck.
Then, you can take it for granted that I will listen to you.
When Marcel saw iOS' expression, he knew that he had never thought about something else.
Oh, that's okay. Cover your ears.
Stage 6 End. The cleric's plot was accidentally foiled by the squad. They not only cooked a meal with the sea beast, but also planned to venture deeper into the ocean to catch more ingredients. However, these actions frightened the city's residents.
Oh, this sound. I thought they would be more cautious. Unexpectedly, they are so confident that they are so confident. No matter what, the result is the same. The church is just the time when the person needs. Be a member of us, and let's take inspiration to the Iberia people together.
Tastes probably like this. The in a rest is waiting for them to run out enough ingredients. It should be enough to help them resist all of a sudden. My OS this guy, sometimes very detailed. 先に言っとくな。俺は偵察するだけだからな。戦いまでは期待するなよ。Is there a box here? Is there a treasure chest monster in this world? This guy is so unprofessional. Can you really cheat people on the beach? There are footsteps. I guess the god of God.
It will eventually become our brother hand and foot soon. They will become better.
Do you really want us to send it to death? Yes.
When the person in the trial court comes, just take them to try it.
Mayu, what is it?
You, why didn't you go in?
I had no ability to fight, so I was waiting for them to come out.
Yeah,
You mentioned the trial court just now. What is it?
that is our common enemy.
Can you say to me?
Certainly.
It seems to be seen here. Let's go to the box over there.
So, we started from the trial court bullying to Iberia.
Saying brothers in your mother. You don't know much about these monsters. This will suffer.
It finally killed.
I thought there would be a lot.
After the monster like Clarkin died, most of them fled. People who kill it have a blessing in us. Well, Senshi, what do you think? Can these monsters eat?
Absolutely, Dante. It looks too disgusting.
In the view of the old man, as long as you treat and deal with it properly, these monsters can become a healthy and delicious meal.
But it is not far from the city here, and it is not very hidden. It has never been discovered without reason. There are deep people there. Isn't it that these things cannot be eaten? I think the mysterious priest just wants to lie to us today.
Not necessarily. There is no doubt that the monster is in doubt here. We did not see people with armed in that city, and they may also be weak. Is a good source of protein. If they can make a good meal with them, they will definitely make them full.
Dekeru.
The old man feels nothing wrong. Although the old man did not really cook clock, the fish shellfish Tiakoya had been dealt with.
Imanju, except for this. What we can use the fish and shell, rushed from the sea.
I know.
Now this transparent head is. Sticky liquid, wrapped in internal organs in yellow.
The internal organs must not be eaten. The remaining yellow and liquid are poured out to sea. See, very like eggs. When you put it in a bowl for a while, take a look.
I also feel like an egg.
Aren't we still cleaning the monsters? Can you ask you not to start studying how to eat it directly?
I can't say that. This is also the best way to study monsters.
Have you found that this kind of animal-like monster, have you helped us cook it?
Really. But after being baked by the explosion, I felt a little burnt. Also, these strange secrets that have fallen off after being grilled. How don't you eat it? Or don't you eat it?
In the old man opinion, the heat is just right. There is no longer a monster coming from the depths of the cave. It seems that they are afraid.
Judging from the number of monsters, it is almost enough to make a big meal. Let go. Chilja, why is there a box around you? This fainting person. Is that priest?
This priest wanted to lie to us to come here to die, and I punished him with this guy a little.
Is this priest deceiving? But we did have a lot of seafood? Mind you say?
It is there are also treasure chests in this world.
Chilchuk, you are so skilled.
Mayo, this disguise is too bad. You must have intended to taste the taste of the treasure chest monster of this world, and give it to you.
Really, Chilchuk, you are really a good person.
Is this considered him?
Is it?
You are so nice.
Shirapa.
Well, let go. Let go to the beach to make a fire.
Start with this kind of venomon-like monster. It should be in this place. It seems that its head is below.
Isn't the organs like this flower above its head?
The head looks like starfish. See. There are yellow inside. There are petals. It seems that it is now its breeding period.
I don't want to eat it like this.
I will regenerate water habitat creatures.
I had said it for a long time. Eating unknown creatures without handling it. It will definitely eat bad stomachs. Tonight the benomora and sashimi that have been well handled are delicious. SWINY yourself?
No, that masu. How to do normal raw food?
Move the stone and smash your feet.
Say,
Put the mustard and lemon, onions, coriander, minced garlic in the soy sauce. If you have fish too, you can add a little. Put the raw seafood in, mix well and marinate. Good.
good, but we have no soy sauce or mustard.
The old man just found half a box in the corner of the cave. Emergency smart top following. Contains a small amount of mustard extract, which may be some kind of seasoning.
Rhode production?
Is the product we are looking for. Maybe we can find this thing here. Maybe we are very close to the destination. Then use it to add some flavors to raw food. You'll only need to cut these side dishes into the right size, pour it into the container, add the emergency wisdom top liquid, then put the last little onion and garlic in the bag, and then pour in raw food and mix well. Right.
Tasty.
For the remaining ingredients, let the old man look at it. Lot of roasted seagrass. There are more than a dozen monsters like eggs. More than a dozen auspicious monsters. There is also a treasure chest monster. It very enough. Almost like this. Made so much in one breath. And there were a lot of ingredients left, which should be enough for those people in the city to eat.
Good fragrant taste.
Although it is made of monsters, these dishes seem to be pretty good.
You really intend to divide it to the city. I feel you have to start first.
People in the city do not understand we speak.
I have a way. Now let eat on the coast and attract people wandering on the beach. Now they are obviously conscious. Wait for them to be full, and let them divide them to the people in the city.
In an excuse, you want to eat first.
Well, the people here may not have seen similar foods, and we have to demonstrate themselves. These can be eaten.
Now then start, everyone.
I also want seaweed wine. Oops, it a greedy person. Because it is delicious. You like it. I hope that the singer will like it next time. But Ron, those outsiders are by the sea. Well, are they on the sea? What are they doing? Hooking. Hook. Monster in the sea. But, go to stop them. If late.
This raw pickle taste is so exciting.
but the taste is very good and fresh.
そうじえ。
Apparent. Diekuan. What taste. Good fragrance.
The deceiving priest か。
It's so fragrant. Ah? What are you doing? What are you cooking?
My master. You tell us that there are really many seafood in the cave. Even people in the town don't have to be hungry anymore. Now come to taste.
You. How blasphemy is this? Other brother hand and foot. I will never allow.
After finishing the egg, Master fainted again. Now you're hungry. We can go to the seat of fish a little strange seers just now, and use the feeling of thunder to wake the priests.
You still care about him so much.
Chill-chuk. Anyway, this seafood dinner is still given by him. Now with gratitude. We should always do something.
I really don't understand you.
Take advantage of the bonfire. Go to the sea, to fish seers.
Hey, you are just not full.
Wow. The sea is so cool.
Anita finally rushed to the beach, but everything seemed to be late. On the long-awaited beach, people gathered for a long time. 4 people from the distant seaside lifted their trouser legs and seemed to walk into the sea with great interest, and from time to time, they made a hip-hop sound.
Here's a little guy who will take my dose.
The other ones we just eat.
This is normal, Marcel.
I seem to hear someone calling later.
No, is there? There is still a group of glowing over there. I'm going to see it.
I am they. Looking at everything in front of him, Anita always felt. The sea breeze that blows towards Yanfeng City today seems to have fascinated her eyes. She saw something. I never thought about what happened in this life.
Stage 7 beginning. The Leo squad, mistakenly believing they were being attacked. The pioneers who thought the Leo squad was trying to rob them. And the Rhodes Island operators who happened to be on a mission there. All got caught in the same chaos due to a group of out-of-control drones.
Why are the magic appliances chasing us? Who is we looking at?
Now the sword is not enough to be. And it is different from the previous battle against monsters.
You use magic.
I was Blona. He can perform explosive magic and frozen magic, and can also be so precisely positioned. This magic appliance is very advanced. Fitted artifacts, and it is difficult to target.
迷わちる。
Run first. I use magic hedging for their magic. See if they can run out their attack range.
Now there seems to be a village there. These things are also flying out of there. The people I met this time are very unfriendly to us. Careful.
I see their trajectory. Go back.
A bomb was hit by the magic exerted by Marcel and flew towards the drone that launched it. A drone was hit by a bomb and dropped shaking. With a huge bombing, the building came out of fire, and then sounded the sound of people in the village shouted. The magic appliance rushed to a few people more violently with the explosion. Marcel cowled in help but clenched the staff in his hand.
Hayawasi, we seem to be angry now.
Masenchi Muscle. It's time to face it seriously. I still didn't find the news of Rhode Island.
Great. The natural disaster did not destroy our cornfield. It was not attacked by sand and dust here. All of them. I have been scared these days. If the cornfield is not available in the second half of the year, I will not eat it. Then I will start the drone first. We may not be as good as us in other places. If we find that we will not be damaged here, we will definitely come. Oh, remember to adjust the mode, don't patrol. It is the battle mode directly. By the way, remember to pick up the cadres of that Rhode Island. He returned after the disaster today. No? What about the base station? How can Rones not listen to the command at all? Signal? Boss. Sky and natural disasters hit the base station. UAV, I was out of control. Don't panic. Stop the base station first. Turn it off. Allow me in slang, then you find a way yourself. Raise you to eat dry rice? Origin IUM circuit. Main board. What kind of situation will you feed you? Welcome to me so much. Oh no. Little Hammer Ryan, I remember you. You helped me. The drone is out of control. What? You hide. Let me take a look at it. Oh, who? Really people come while robbery? 2 of them. Hey, task record, he was Ryan. The first is to pick up COB. The difficulty of this task is a bit high. Intelligence shows that the child finally appeared in this area, but it is not easy to find. Then, today is also the first day of the post-disaster visit. Go to the corn nest to see the situation. hoping that everything is smooth. What happened? Is the pioneering land hit? Original UN Circuit, mainboard. What kind of situation will you feed you? Welcome to me so much? Oh, no. Little Hammer Ryan, I remember you. You helped me. The drone is out of control. What? You hide. Let me take a look at it. Oh, who? Really people come while robbery? Who's them? Rough mouth loud easy you saw it just for people. There are 2 dwarfs. Hit them. Tone. Just for people? What kind of robbery combination?
2 people? Be careful, they are holding weapons in their hands, as well as the magic appliance that Marcel cannot deal with. Do not act lightly.
My hair was bombed. I like this editor very much.
Rough mouth, do you think Loud EZU is so provoked? 4 people dare to explode my granaries? Oh, etc. Several things have something to say. The drone is still flying in the sky. Do you really want to fight now? Fart. Loud EZU owned drone. Can I still kill Loud EZU?
Obviously, they said nothing. Attacking us unilaterally.
Dare to explode my granary, find death.
Chigauma, they started. Protect themselves, go.
Sure enough, these magic appliances are controlled by the...
Ouch. Oh, it all ancestors I can't persuade. As if the ground under his feet heard his sincere prayer at this moment, the ground suddenly made a violent roar. Is it a natural disaster? This idea has just appeared in the minds of several people and was completely broken by the next scene. A large group of tongs like a tide seemed to finally not want to endure the drone again on the top of their heads.
Mamonstruku.
We can't beat it.
No way. They surrounded us.
Oops, who doesn't have a long eyes and hit Loud EZU? Why is Loud EZU a hammer you? Boss, there is no way. We are all surrounded by this group of beasts. A few, please, listen to me. Let's do them together, okay? Also, there are drones.
Stage 7 end. After a fight, the 3 groups decided to work together to solve the drone problem. Mara Sael showed her brilliance as the genius of the school, leading the drones into an uninhabited area only to discover it was the pioneer's cornfield.
Are you solved?
I'm so tired.
Not bad, little girl. Your tricks are really interesting. Loud EZU really likes the surgeon most. Oops, fortunately, everyone is not fighting, everyone is fine, and everyone is fine. Oh, Loud EZU is in a good mood today. Take you to eat the corn planted by Loud EZU. Brother you. Fun? Corn? The pioneers who were still laughing at the laugh climbed up, raised their weapons, and targeted for teams.
It seems that he has come back to God. I really thought he'd shake hands with us.
Arso also raised the staff, and his hair ripped PED slightly with the magic. Why? Why happened to this? Why are you making trouble again? Just die together, aren't you reconciled? Snort.
Don't show magic first. This way, everyone just finish these things. They are all tired. And it is not good to hate it again. Tigano recounted 3 times and put down their weapons, and returned their original places. They promised not to disturb each other tonight. How about it?
Look at this big brother, so much sincere, all of which are still insisted on. How many people see? Brother, our people are also tired, and it is not good to fight again. Okay, 3 numbers, do not disturb each other tonight. Why? Very nice.
2, 1.
It's so good. I can sleep peacefully at night.
Marcel?
Huh? Happened?
No, Marcel. No, we want to see the structure of those monsters just now, by the way.
The old man thinks those things look like crabs, and it may be the taste of treasure chest monster.
The treasure chest monster is very chewy, and the more chewed, the delicious.
As Yuran is my unlocking tool, Turan Diu.
Tate. It's really easy to use. Bob food guidelines can be eaten on this thing. And the taste is very delicious. That is, it is a bit troublesome to break the shell. Don't you want to try it?
In no mood. And if the misunderstanding is returning to the battlefield to prepare for a sneak attack, maybe you will have to play another game.
The pioneers stopped stiffly in the hands of the beast legs in their mouths. There is only the sound of bonfire burning in the long static. Quiet.
Turns out that there are so many meat in its pliers. No wonder it can support the heavy shell, and it can also crush those magic appliances.
Was killed from a knife from the abdomen and opened the back cover. It turned out that the method of handling it was the same as the treasure chest monster.
Oh, So fragrant.
Try it.
Though,
iOS reached out and took the roasted meat, hesitated, and stuffed it into his mouth.
not be so delicious.
Ha ha ha, Loudy Z, you craft. Ha. Well,
You taste it too?
Really chewy, very fragrant.
hey, Divyo.
I also have it. Thanks!
Frosting is just right. Without loss of moisture, it really looks like the treasure chest monster.
Just finish eating. After eating the mouth closed, Loudy Z, you still had to reputation outside. No one can say anything about tonight. I just passed by the toilet in the middle of the night, and I didn't see anything, Slang, forget it. Come on, you give us medicine, I remember in my heart. This is the case that. No, can't forget it. Loudy Z, you granary. Why do you bombing Loudy Z, you granary?
It was your magic appliances attacking us first, and we were forced to counterattack for self-defense.
Magic appliances. Do you call this drone? They are crazy, where can they listen to me?
But you still ran out of the village to attack us.
You have to grab our materials.
How can there be such a thing?
Stop, I just understand it, this is a misunderstanding. Your drone broke out of control, and they thought you were going to attack them. And you thought they were going to grab your things while natural disasters. Now that they are all misunderstandings, how about holding a hand with a good hand? Not what? When I didn't say it. I was frozen. Live. Then. First. Solve. Decide. Hit. Everyone. How? What sample? Did the base station have been destroyed? I have learned a little repair before. Let me think about how to repair it. Well, do you understand the origin IUM circuit and help me? The rest of the people solve the drone and consume their bombs first. I can't do anything like this. Let the drone away, you move faster. Hey.
I can only help them disassemble the shell of this base station as soon as possible. Marcel, do you really have no way for this magic appliance? Don't let Senshi cook them, alright?
It takes a certain time to learn a new magic system.
Now there are two more magic appliances flying. The speed of their movement is very regular, and the route of patrol back and forth is also very regular. A magic appliance only carries a ball. It seems that they will immediately leave the scene after they cast the ball. Is it going back to supplement the ball?
I can't think of any good way at once.
The old man has an idea.
What?
Do you think these magic appliances do to distinguish the enemy?
No, they are not monsters. There are no eyes to see what is enemy, but they can only perform one shot once, so they must have the ability to identify the enemy.
That right. The old man just noticed that the magic appliance had no response to a dead pea-like beast. But after that, the old man saw pliers accidentally incorporated into the encirclement of the magic appliance. The original magic appliance had no response. When the pliers raised the pliers, they were immediately attacked.
So, is it hostile? Will be attacked as hostile?
And I know how to consume bombs.
No what?
Use the magic to attract magic appliances.
Mimic magic.
It did no need to be particularly complicated. As long as it is full of hostility. The materials are used to use those beasts just now. Those wild fruits can also be added. You pile them together first. I think about what it looks like.
Wait, what do you cut your hair?
Hair will also have the power of magic, which is a very useful material. Some full of sugar, and tinctured a little better, plus the real reference.
What do you think of me?
I know what kind of magic to do.
How do you do it? What is it like? What is it? Isn't this me?
Let me try it first. Right foot, left foot, right foot. Teteona, tetesara.
Did you repair it? No longer repairing life.
Here.
The pioneers rejoiced, but they saw a weird figure accompanied by the stiff sound they had never heard, and approached them quickly. I saw the bloodthirsty beasts in the wilderness and experienced large and small natural disasters. At this moment, they were also chased by dozens of drones. A man was holding his hands and feet, spitting his long tongue open his eyes, and constantly screaming, climbing, and forced them quickly.
It really attracted their attention. Just led them to where no one is, and then let them throw the bombs on the demon. This area is all plains, And there is no problem. I almost forgot. They won't listen to me and wait until the place will start to attack. It has already begun now. No. The distance here is still too close. I will definitely be beaten. Or farther.
Ma successful. Muscle went there with drones. Just consumed the bomb successfully. She is so powerful.
Her magic is really weird. It really amazing.
It is a lot more difficult than expected. Wait, this voice. Are you going to explore? Could it be here? Is it far enough? I want to run away. Make the magical iOS. Everything will rely on you. I won't control you anymore.
Hey, I saw her running out. The drone is going to explode. Bomb wave. Successful. This little girl is very powerful. Lottie ZU said that she likes the artist.
Marcel is really amazing.
Wait a minute. The old man remembers. Their cornfield over there.
What? It seems to be really. Wait, that Lottie ZU cornfield.
I'm going to explore. I got an idea.
The imagination explosion occurred as scheduled, but the fragrance of corn was dispersed abruptly. Marcel raised her head, and the time seemed very slow. Slowly, she could see a small corn grain flying into the sky. Under the bombardment of dozens of drones, she burst into white and sweet corn flowers. Corn flowers flying like snow, falling on the tip of her nose. Marcel was excited, but then she was buried by more corn flowers.
Omaita. Is this?
Popcorn. I am super strong even if there are 100. 99 popcorn, I can eat it. Hey, look at me. Spoof meal, I am here.
Na Marcel?
Where are you? Can you hear us talking?
Night over Marcel. This is not resurrected here.
See, the old man heard the familiar voice again. It's the sound of a little girl eating.
Oh, Uncle Beard, it's you?
Little girl, why are you here?
I smelled here to taste delicious. And I came here, Uncle Beard, little brother and brother Golden Head. There are popcorn and frozen fruit. And then there is Sister Golden Hair.
Tony. Eat bit. Hair.
Poor. I am not intentional.
You are not there.
I was just berry, not blown up.
Wow, these pastes have a fragrant taste. And ding ding. I like popcorn.
Vidila.
Ma try.
Chia kuan des wek deli pious.
You're okay. Tips.
Huh? I remember you. You came to hunt with me. What did you hit? I hit a lot of things, but I was eaten by me.
Never mind. The predecessors are right. Even if you can find the task, how can you find it? Wait, what are you eating in your mouth? Spit it out.
Well,
Are you eating random? Spit it out, vomit out.
our teacher.
A little girl ate popcorn.
Oh my god, Loudy ZU shit. These corn want to sell money. Boss, don't say that, you are pro yourself. How can I sell money like this? Specifications can actually be sold, and someone must buy in the tent area.
Put in butter and sugar and stir it while hot down. The fragrance is more obvious. It is a good snack. See, after the frozen fruits are mashed, add the magic batter to stir and set it with a spoon. It is ice cream. It's a good dessert.
Alas, the popcorn can really be sold. I'd eat it first.
Haven't you sold over yet?
I just smelled too much corn at once. They are really delicious. The popcorn is hot, and there is the aroma of butter. Sweet and crispy. Ice cream is also delicious. These fruits are fresh, and the taste is very smooth.
It is not the meat of the monster.
So happy.
Finally came to an end.
Delicious. Ice cream.
Alas, really a child who does not worry about it. Hey, I took her back first. Don't fight with that group of people. Okay, I know. Ryan said that she would raise her sleeping COB who was lying on the ground and moved her to a car stop not far away. As the engine started, Che-Yang went.
What about a little?
You say that little girl? Ryan took her away.
What?
He seems to say what Rhode Island is.
You say Rhode Island? Does Ryan come from Rhode Island?
Why are you so surprised?
iOS.
There's Rhode Island nearby.
They stop at a few kilometers away.
No, they haven't gone for too long. And now they've been cut up.
It would be bad if you lost this time.
What? What are they talking about?
Stage 8 beginning. Finally boarding Rhodes Island, the squad caught up with KLBI again. But something seemed off about her.
A summary of information about Rhode Island collected along the way. Big Bob and I Priest believe that Rhode Island can help us. A little bit also said that there is a person called Doctor. Here that I must know how to solve our problem. This time, we seem to be really close to that ship. I hope there's really a way to solve our problems.
Come and see.
Under Chilchuk greetings, the three walked to the edge of the cliff. At that moment, they understood why Chilchuk-dong was a little anxious. It was a huge land ship. Sailing on land is larger than any water vessels they have seen. A steel giant, a city. One maze. This is Rhode Island.
It is really a ship driving on land.
Can we really find a way back there?
I think we should consider. How should we go in? I can't see its entrance.
Look, there seems to be a team near road.
It looks like a caravan.
Beimena, business team. Let's talk to them. See if they're willing to take us in.
We are back.
Thanks for your hard work.
Fine. By the way, we just met for people who asked for help. They were very strange to wear and dressed. They said they knew a COB and wanted to let Rhode Island help them go home.
What? Go home?
It is probably the meaning of this.
Oh,
If you come to Rhode Island for help, you should find Doctor or Maya. A little bit about Taro. We may be looking for this person. Can you take us to see this doctor? I also need to confirm your identity. You follow me first.
oh, sorry. My things have fallen.
Bob Food Guide. Do you know Big Bob?
The first meal we came here was made.
She being able to treat such hard bugs into a delicious food. The old man admires the person.
I understand. It turned out that those friends he said was you.
What?
My name is Mudrock. Big Bob and I told you. At the beginning, they just decided not to be a mercenary and wanted to change a living method. But they didn't know if the farm could do it. The farm on the wilderness is often ransacked, and Big Bob does not know a few businessmen, and the beer does not know if it is good. But you were very happy to eat his cuisine at the time, and gave him a lot of confidence.
The old man didn't see that he was so embarrassed at the time.
How is he now? I don't know, we haven't seen it for a long time. I just heard that he later worked well in Origin, at UM1 Brewery, made a lot of money, and lived a good life.
She that good.
But then I heard that it seemed to offend the local government when I made money, saying that it was tax or something, and was put in prison. Are they okay now? I heard that they seemed to be jailbreak or bail. There was no problem.
What?
Jailbreak.
What I heard again is that they seem to have opened a grocery store in Sammy. The business is good.
I live in life with perseverance.
Anyway, come with me first. Let's take the elevator up.
Is this iron box? How does it use?
It looks like a magic appliance. You are advanced. Let go 1-4. Wait. Let me take it. 1. What about people?
Why you change the door?
What just happened?
Why do you look more Kamesia?
It really is you.
You are Samuel Night Giant?
Why do you know when Chilchuk?
You appear here. Shouldn't it be because you see what you see? What did you see?
On your way forward there's fire, impact, and fierce beasts.
Do you know where COB or Doctor?
Yobi has just returned to road, and now it should be in the training room in that position. Doctor, please forgive me for the time being.
No, thanks.
Are you going to pass first? Murderock seems to have completely dispersed with us.
Chigao, this is the training room that the lady said.
There seems to be no one here. There's a big strange donkey over there.
What are you doing?
Allow us. High Priest.
High Priest, have you seen COB?
She was still here just now, but she had run away. Do you want to see that little guy?
Huh?
Then don't trub it. Come over and sit in this machine.
Okay.
High Priest, we get the news as if a lost visitor came here. Do you see it?
What? I have never seen it. We are doing new types of ugly anti-impact safety tests here. It is recommended that you stay a little farther.
Okay.
Do it. Suma, ready.
Are you sure?
Certainly.
Why did I seem to see someone in it and was blown up?
Are you sure you have seen someone have been blown up?
Hey, disappeared. Did I really read it wrong?
Okay? Go to other places. The people you are looking for are not here.
Oh, right. You are completely a bulletin private revenge.
They stewed me once. And I bombed them once.
Where did you get them?
They want to find CEO B, and I will send them to CEO B. This did not lie to them.
After returning from the explosion, the four found that they did not know when they were drifting in some familiar half, and began to fall down. In front of it, it turned out to be a familiar Pashan town, and Li Zheng looked at them with strange eyes. The four of them dancing their teeth in the air were helpless. However, they immediately discovered that the front of them was not the ground, but a well-bottomed well. It did not contact the ground intimately, but fell directly into the well. Although the method is a bit rude, she can be considered a journey. Need it again.
Did you come to the kitchen again at a little time?
However, this time she looked a little strange.
Strangeness.
Well, she became a little silent after she returned this time.
Let me chat with her. Small. What? What happened to you? Is your body uncomfortable? Well, I can't say it either. After returning to the ship, I feel weird. In this case, should we do a comprehensive inspection? Don't want. What? I can't say it. But I think I should stay alone for a while. Well, then go to rest first. Well?
Isa.
The kitchen.
Oh, Amiya, standing behind me.
Now, everyone, be careful. Seems that High Priestess sent us to a bad place.
High Priest, you in the end. What's wrong?
It is a small room to rest.
Let go and see.
Mayo, what happened?
They mentioned a little, and we will take a look.
Is it you?
Abdomen. What's going on? Is this a moment we know?
I can feel from her emotions that she is still a moment we know. She is restraining, but she can't help it.
Is this a moment we know?
So handsome. For a small moment, you still have this ability.
It's this time now. We have to find a way to save a little.
Several guests. According to what you just said, I can understand that you are here to care about the situation of a little care. Right?
Although we come here to find the way to return to our world. But we are also worried about a little.
So, let us put down some questions now, and suppress the small engravings together. Otherwise, things will become out of control.
iOS?
Temporarily join forces.
Stage attempt. The crisis averted. The relieved squad took a good tour of Rhodes Island and prepared a meal full of memories to share with everyone.
Magic. Well, I feel that no matter what magic is used, it will hurt a little.
Several. Please help me suppress a little. I come to soothe her emotions.
But this guy is too noisy.
Senshi, do we have the remaining popcorn before? Try it for a small moment.
Without the words, Senshi took out a popcorn from his pocket and threw it towards COB. COB, who was still angry, immediately looked at the popcorn as if it was attracted.
She still wants to eat? Well, maybe she ate something on the road and had bad belly. So she became like this.
Is there really someone who eats the belly and becomes a monster?
CalTSITDOC told me that there is a special blood on a small body, which is indeed possible.
Eh?
Then talk about it again, and suppress it at the moment now. Take the sword and carry the walk. The two of you seem to have a stronger strength. We control her together. Good. While COB was eating popcorn, the three of them carefully approached the back and hugged her 3 legs. Oh no, Amaya.
Come back. A small moment. Don't be afraid. This is your home.
It did amazing. I have never seen the magic she used.
Look at it, the little changing back.
Very good. Called Yuri-okay.
Oh, just... what wrong? I seem to have a dream.
It's a dream.
COB looked around, and the neat room was hit and crooked, and he was still holding half of the toy in his hand.
Sister Vulcan said, I have to say something wrong when I do something wrong. I seem to do something wrong. I was hungry in my dream. I grew in my stomach, and then I grew a lot of heads and wanted to eat a lot of things. As long as I have a full stomach, I am very happy and come back here again.
Matterhorn, where's Vulcan? Has she found this recently?
I will ask her later. That little now.
Guru,
Called? Are you hungry again?
what? I want to eat a lot of things. I was full in my dreams. I am still hungry now.
Now then, do you know, A monster with 3 heads?
Of course I know.
No, is it?
Not just 3 heads, 1,000 heads. I want to eat a lot of things every time. 10, 100. No, 1,000. 8,000 heads don't eat enough. There is 1,000 heads for a small engraving.
What?
As long as my stomach is full, I will not become like that.
That old man will give you a meal now.
This time we gave an exception to give a little snack before meals, and took her to check again. Several guests. Might as well turn around on Rhode Island. Wait for the meal time and then show their skills?
Well, thank you.
As for another purpose of coming to Rhode Island, back to your original place. We may need some time to understand your things, and then make judgments.
Then what? And now we are now.
Don't worry too much. Dr. Incultius ITDOC may have a way.
Really?
In any case, you have helped a little, and the situation is very special, if you don't mind. Stay on Rhode Island for a while. I welcomes you on behalf of Rhode Island.
Come again? Which department is it? Strange, I can't see the race. Is it hiding the tail?
The old man just saw a girl holding a lot of crops. Can you take the old man to see your fields here?
Field. Is it the training cabin, hydroponic cabin, and the like? Come with me.
Do you have a tavern here?
Oh, you are from Durin. Come here. Here.
Do you have a good bath and sorting your hair here?
They're all in the dormitory. Come with me.
No, the long rabbit ears I called and see the distribution of capillaries inside last time, some pity. They will cleverly adjust the position of the tail to maintain their body balance. Obviously growing feathers but no wings. Would they fly? Nah. This is simply heaven.
Issy just said just now. Is it fascinated and embarrassed to bother others, so just stand in the middle of the road? It may be a bit shy, or let go to say hello first. Hello, please.
Not all these birds get eggs. If it is an egg without fertilization, can you use it to taste the taste? There are so many people here, you should be able to get some. Can sheep hair be used for sweaters? But the few people just saw the arms seemed very smooth. Not like the chair. But there are things that are more worthy of attention. I really want to know whether the children and dogs have cats or dogs in their lives. Or is it a half cat and half a dog? Cat and dog? Left cat and right dog? What if it was born with the birdman? Is it born with an egg? And then a cat from the inside?
Well,
この辺りうちは命中ないとなるでちらうな。I have a question to ask. How will you lay eggs? Sorry, I want to ask the birds just now. Library, where did they all go? Well, why do you stand so far away from me?
What?
yeah, it him. He was not a patient, but he was just found to wake up on the deck. Guest, but he has been thinking about super terrible questions.
What did he ask?
He asked us if we would have a half cat and half a dog. He asked Liberi if he would have eggs and can you eat it.
So handsome. Are you called Moon Three-Da? Can I touch you? Huh?
Wow, then you usually have no way to take good care of your hair in the maze, but still have such a beautiful blonde.
Because the hair is very important for the magician. There are some of my magic in the hair.
Show you. This is the ointment I usually use to maintain hair, which adds spices and herbicoplasma to effectively moisturize and protect. I have to apply it frequently so that I can have the effect now.
Alas, good fragrant ointment. If you want your hair to look good, I still have a lot of tips to teach you.
Do run what?
The old man is just...
What did you just do with my fire? I asked you what did you just do with my fire?
roasted chestnuts. The girl who opened the tractor gave the old husband some raw chestnuts, saying that it was the first chestnut she had planted on road. Your fields here are well taken care of. Chestnuts are very good foods as snacks. After they are cooked, they are sweet and soft, and the shells are easy to peel. A pity that the fire on your body is a bit. These chestnuts are burnt. He said that you want to make a meal for you, but I did not expect to waste the ingredients. The old man felt ashamed.
Skyfire sister, don't be angry. Sure. Come, Skyfire sister Sir burned again. Uncle, don't throw meat in it anymore.
It is really easy. I called and say that I was not a urine.
Are you actually a child?
신유zet다는 I can't see you at all.
I have sat down.
One more cup.
Thank you.
이유가 아이오스사지무리소하. Furry man. If iOS see him, it is estimated that he will only want to ask him if he needs to help him combing. Never mind.
Thank you. Why not call me? It's been a long time, don't you remember? Let me try it too. Where does the child come from? Children can't drink.
이유가 요구.
Chung?
Oh man, waste.
Sorry, Sister Vulcan said. She was sorry to hit people. Sorry, Uncle Beard. I hit you because I'm hungry.
Let come up. The ingredients and memories provided by the people we met along the way are all ready. Come and try. Is it the same as the previous taste?
When I prepared the ingredients, I wanted to ask, why do you have to make exactly the same dish this time? Is the mood better as the dishes that have been eaten before?
This old man is not sure. But if you eat the same food, the old man always remembers the mood when eating the same food last time. Like our scorpion hot pot. What do you think of Marcel?
For the first time in another square. Meet you.
Now the feet of walking mushrooms are also delicious, with a strange fragrance.
슈에세세코트르무.
What about snake-tailed chicken?
He said that you have to put the detoxifying grass into the chicken and cook it into food for the explorer.
Now the snake-tailed chicken is handsome.
Mayo Marcel finally ate the chicken she wanted to eat.
What about Mandela?
Now its head is very distinctive.
Mayomaze is a big bat.
Did I mention that thing?
Doubt it. Oh yeah. See, the food is connected to the memory. When you eat the same dishes, the picture will appear in your head. When the old man cooks when cooking, why do you choose to make this dish? What happened when preparing ingredients? Is there a happy smile after eating? It will appear again in the same aroma and taste. This meal will also exist in the mind as the new memory of this dish.
Sanjoma, say very powerful words.
Let
Open meals.
Radish dishes are delicious. Do you want a taste?
Now don't you really try it? Really? Making origin IUM is delicious. Tasteful?
Wow, can you eat these at all? All of them.
Hold them.
It's nice to be a little.
Butter, is it? The old man just noticed you. When you just cook. Those cadres and old husbands said that you are often busy doing things and forget to eat. You always have a meal, and sometimes you eat some unhealthy, refreshing or food for full. This is very bad. Remember that this is not good for health, and many people care about you. If you want to get a strong body, maintain a good soul. Eat 3 meals on time. Also exercise appropriately. Do you understand?
Thank you for helping us. I have met a lot of new friends here.
If Fallon is also here, after eating this meal, can you tell us about the things here in detail?
What do you think of me, and do you want to drink too? It's not that. But first of all, are you adult? Can't see it with ha.
This is delicious. I want to write down how this dish is made. When I rescue Fallon, I will try this dish for her. I would tell her that on the way to saving her. We met a lot of good people and gained a lot of good memories. She will be very happy.